got
streaming.
Oh, we're streaming now. Oh, troubles. Lots of troubles.
Yep.
Trouble.
But we
Trouble.
are okay.
Trouble.
We're okay.
All right, cool. So if you want, I'm going to close the door, and then we'll get everything going. And should look good.
Sounds good.
All right, so Bogner is player 2.
Okay.
And so you do know that Bogner is on Jund?
Yep.
You know for a fact.
Yes, unless he changed the last 30 seconds.
A fact. Jin, they're not going to get to see any of our pretty faces now.
He
I'm very
destroyed.
sad about that.
He destroyed Greg in like 4 games. It was awesome.
All right, so if Sherwin doesn't come back here in like 2 seconds, I'm gonna. He completely missed the camera on that one.
Yep.
That's kind of bad. So what's this other dude's name?
Nathan Mullen.
Oh, is it Mullen? Is it Mr. Mullen? It is Mr. Mullen.
Yep.
All right. So he could be on a number of different things. Maybe burn, maybe not burn, maybe something else. I don't know. Why don't you know? Why don't you know?
Don't know.
Tell me now. All right, so Bogner streams with us sometimes, commentates. Good guy, good player, good player, definitely good player.
Today he decided to start playing Jund.
Oh, all right. Did he call timing round? Did you hear?
Not yet.
No? All right.
Okay. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We just got a little...
They don't even know about that. They don't need to know about it.
No, it makes us human. It makes us more relatable.
No, we're infallible.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are 100% infallible.
That's fair.
We got this, all right? We're like magical fairies that float in the sky.
I'm a fairy. What?
That's all right. We're all little.
Yep.
Just let me rub up against you.
All right, high five.
No,
Yeah.
I was just about to say no high fiving. No high fiving.
We had the best high fives ever.
No, there's no.
Can you guys hear the reverberation when we high five?
I hope so.
It's like our
Not
hands
really. I really don't know.
Our hands were made to clap.
All right, so we're 100%. Ryan's on Jund. Nathan, I'm pretty sure, like I said, is on some sort of burn. He likes playing it. Did you see what Ryan rolled? I saw Nathan got a 6.
I could not see it at all.
God damn it, Jen.
Squinty eyes.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. Let me rub you. Let me rub it out.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that happens. It happens. So while they're shuffling, did you have you done anything fun since the last time you streamed?
I watched the Ultron Avengers 2 Age of Ultron trailer like 5 million times in a row.
Did you? I watched it once. Once was enough for me.
Oh, he's on looks like not burn. Is that Blue Red Delver? No. That's a Thoughtseize.
It's a bug? No, that was a Bitter Blossom.
Oh, it was a Bitter Blossom.
That was a Bitter Blossom. I saw Bitter Blossom, Force, and Abrupt Decay. So I know he's on at least 3 colors. But it looks like he's going to mulligan that shit away. See, Mullen is Mullen.
I see what you did there.
God, I'm good.
Looks like we got a double mulligan.
All right. So while that's going on, since they're mulling, they're going mulling. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll put this out a little bit on Facebook. Yeah,
maybe a
little bit.
You got some social commentary.
Yeah, maybe get a little bit of people. We'll get a little something going. You know?
I like it.
Do you like it? How much do you like it?
A lot.
We are.
All right, we have a keep.
Live.
We have a play of Verdant Catacombs by Mr. Bogner. Passes the turn. It looks like. Yes. Draws. I believe that is a sword. I could be wrong. Stream, let me know. We have a Misty.
Maybe. Let's
Passes
see.
the turn. Bogner plays another Verdant.
So no cracks just yet. No cracks just yet. Well, no, there's
there
a
we
one.
go.
All right, so Bogner gonna go down 19.
18. He cracked
18.
both.
Damn it! You're distracting me with your beauty, Jen. I did not see the second.
Do what I can. He fetches out a Bayou, whatever, and a Badlands.
Huh?
He fetched out Bayou and Badlands.
All right. So what do you think he's gonna drop?
Bob.
I'm gonna think he's gonna Abrupt Decay.
No, or you could him.
I'm gonna Abrupt Decay. Oh, he could him. Him seems pretty good.
He's got one in hand.
Oh, Mullen's playing Faeries. It looks like. I almost wonder if he's playing like Fairy Stompy. But Sylvan Library is very good coming
Yes.
out of Bogner.
Yep.
I'm not. I just still. I don't know. Well, actually, I shouldn't say it's like. Well, no, because there's a
Dryad Arbor.
there's a Dryad Arbor, but there's Spellstutter Sprite and what's the I'm only going to go down to 19 here. But the one that the fairy that's pearl blue with flash and one in green flying for 1/1.
No idea.
Why can't I think? Jen, you got to tell me.
I believe it's a card from Lorwyn block, maybe.
Pretty sure he has a Liliana. Yeah, Telly's a champ. Telly was in chat like I don't know, at like 20. It was
Appreciate it, Telly.
yeah, it was they were here real early.
Oh, we got Abrupt Decay on the Sylvan Library.
That seems good. I don't think you want Ryan to have that out for a while. Could be wrong. There's a Tarmogoyf.
No third land.
Scrub Ranger? Scrub Rangers? Scarab Ranger? It's something like that.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see this deck. Because it seems really fucking interesting. So we've seen... So I'm just gonna go ahead because I've seen
Sultai Faeries?
No, I'm gonna put Bug Fairies, but Sultai Fairies is close too. Yeah. Yeah. How do they spell fairies in
F-A-E...
Yeah, is it?
R-I-S.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. That's what I thought. I thought it was the Faeries that
yep.
That's here, like the true
Oh,
blood.
we need a Goyf count.
So enchantment instant land. So that's 3.
4.
Mullen going down to 16 here. Let's see. Going down to 16, taking 3. Let's get that Goyf counter up, shall we?
That Goyf counter.
Goyf is not a 6/7, not yet. So 3, 4. Scrub Ranger.
Okay.
So that's what blue. Okay, so this would be 4 blocks, yeah? You think, or did he take the damage?
I'm not sure. It might be before blocks.
Well, so if it goes away.
No,
okay, it is the end of turn.
End of turn. Yep.
Okay. We got to make sure. Let's play. Hey, easy, easy.
Coming in with that Scrib Ranger.
Is it a 2/1 or is it a 1/1?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna look that shit up really quick. So just let's. Okay, so he's on Punishing John.
Oh.
Oh, that's a Spellstutter Sprite. You know what that does, right?
Counters.
Counters.
Fairies you have. Right?
Yep.
Yep.
So let me update his deck name. All right. So in for. All right. So Punishing Fire, I believe another instant. In for another 3. Gonna go down to 13 here. Oh, that's Ryan's total. Silly beaver. 13. All right. Well, let me actually look this up. So.
Looks like Nathan's coming in for 3.
Spellstutter Spread, I'm pretty sure, is a 1/1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scarab Ranger is a 1/1 as well. So that's 2, 3. Yep. So Bogner's actually at 15 here.
Yep. And then Abrupt Decay takes care of
the Tarmogoyf.
But we've got him.
So, all right, fetching in response. I imagine he's going to go get a blue source so he can just Spellstutter Sprite this again. Could be wrong.
We went the wrong way.
Huh? No. Oh, did I?
Well, no, Nathan lost one.
All right. Thank you for pointing that out. I might have missed that. What did Ryan show us in hand?
I think he missed the camera completely.
No, he actually got the camera. Chat, what did we miss?
Was there another him? Was there another him?
I had it popping up in my hands. I couldn't see. I was editing stuff. It's a terrible thing.
Telly, you know everything.
Telly, help us out. So what do we? Oh, that's an Edric. All right. Now I gotta move that damn Goyf thing. So let's see. So getting in for 4.
Oh, that's 1/1.
4. And he's gonna draw 4 cards. That
is value.
That seems good.
See, thank you, Telly.
Okay,
wasn't a good show.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Telly's got your back.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so this definitely is just Bug Fairies.
Yep.
All right, I'm happy with that. I'm perfectly happy with that. That's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
So is that is that Scion of Una in hand? I can't tell, or is that a Threads of Disloyalty? I want to say it had to have been a Scion of Una, right? Okay.
Bogner takes 1, cracks.
Okay, finally getting down to 3 land. I think it's a little bit little too late.
Yeah.
Because
no matter what he does, if he plays a Lily, it's just attack to death next turn.
Yeah, I mean he's swinging 3 in the air.
Yeah.
So it's just rough. And if that is a Scion of Una, that's 6 in the air.
Yep.
So what I know for sure is he has a Liliana. Liliana's not going to do much. He's just going to sack the Dryad Arbor. Oh, that's an Abrupt Decay. Or, excuse me, Maelstrom Pulse. It's the same thing. It's the big brother of Abrupt Decay.
Oh, Force of Willed.
Oh, and Ryan's just going to scoop it up. Yeah, that's pretty rough. I am excited right now. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. How much? Ask me if it's going to be fun, Jen.
Is it going to be fun?
Jen, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I know you can't. I'm going to order this. I'm going to move it up. Bam, because I think it makes more sense. What do you think?
I like it.
You like it? I like it too. All right, so we were talking about the Ultron thingy-majigger.
Yep, the Ultron thing.
Yep. So now that you've had more time with the limited format, how are you liking it?
I thought I was okay at it. Now I just realize I'm horrible at it.
Me too. Me too. It's okay.
So I watched the Pro Tour coverage pretty clearly, and what Sivka and what Sean McLaren told me was that you're an idiot. It seems it's either 2-color or it's 5-color, and don't do in between.
Yeah.
Whereas some people, like Marshall Sutcliffe, whose opinion I do respect, his first opinion was 3-color, but the 3rd color should be a light splash for 3 or 4 cards, something like that.
I still think that's a valid theory because I still see people doing that.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing the pros all said was that don't force anything that's not there. Just let whatever's open come to you, and then draft that. Don't ever force, which I think overall is a sound strategy. It's funny, Frank Karsten wrote an amazing article.
Hey!
Yep. He wrote an amazing article about Limited and how he views the colors. He thinks blue's the strongest, which is, after having the format settle, I can see where that comes from because there's a ton of temple cards in blue.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't, because I don't play. The Limited.
Yeah.
And Telly's got a good point. I'm just gonna do all kinds of crazy shit, and then I'm gonna interrupt you.
No, that's fine.
I'm gonna let you finish. First.
Thanks, Kanye.
But yeah,
no, absolutely correct. Yeah, if he had that 3rd land, he could have dropped Liliana turns earlier.
Yeah, and that would have been a much different game. I still think it would have been difficult because all of Nathan's threats had flash, and they were all flying.
Yep.
And so as soon as he edict, he would have been able to flash in something else, swing, and say hoop-de-doop-de-doo.
Yep.
And Nathan had the 2 spell certificates pretty early, so probably would have been able to do a little bit
counter,
more. A little bit more. But yeah. So no, so how much have you been drafting, or you sealed? What have you been playing?
I've done some drafts, mostly at FNM, a couple with just a group of friends. We save up packs, and then we try to draft them whenever we get together.
Is that the Go School?
Yeah, that's the Go School.
It's Go School. Yeah, that's why I don't go.
It's yeah.
And I don't know where to go.
I'll tell you.
Maybe.
But
All right.
We try to draft as much as we can. The problem is you don't get you don't really get that good a representation because some people will pay in to buy 3 packs, so they'll draft all the value they can. So it's not really a true draft, you know.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
there's no price support.
Yeah. So for the most part, we try to get decent decks, but we'll never get a truly good Pro Tour GP deck. And that's understandable. At FNM, people money draft sometimes. Like the pros, all of them will say, they'll take Murder's Cut over virtually every rare they have. So that means they took Murder's Cut over any fetch land. Whereas you see a fetch land, you're just like, thank you for that nice 20 spot. So it's it's a little different. For the most part, we do get somewhat of a okay stance, and it seems to me that for the most part, everybody in the Go School likes the 5-color decks. Occasionally, we have the Black-White Warriors deck or the Blue-Green Flyers / Solid Cards deck. I think if I could rank them, I would say I would rather be 2 colors first. 5 colors and then 2 and a splash.
Now you don't have to because the game's back on.
Okay.
So that's a Badlands, it looks like.
Yep, Badlands.
Badlands in a Bayou.
Are we hemming? We're hemming.
Yeah.
Response,
Are you
crack.
gonna crack it? Are you gonna crack it? I'm gonna crack it.
I love crack.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fair. That's
Spell Pierce.
Gotcha. Oh, that does something. He gets a card out of his hand.
Yes, it
All
does.
right. So Bogner, 1 for 1-ing.
Yep.
All right. Not a total loss.
And notice how he does not cheat when he shuffles.
Oh, wait, I don't know. Watch it.
A topic of conversation that has come up recently.
Yeah, we talked about it. I think they talked about it on Monday. We can talk it again. You want to talk it again? Let's talk it again.
We'll do it after the match.
No, we're talking it right now. We're not paying attention to this match.
Okay.
We're doing that.
So Bogner, let's see if he has a third land this game.
It doesn't look like it.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does.
There we go.
Yeah.
Bloodstained Mire. Him number 2.
Oh, no.
Scavenging Ooze.
All right.
Interesting.
The Scoo seems not bad.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't see a treasure cruise at all, so maybe he's thinking there might be one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you play it? But it doesn't necessarily look like he's dumping a ton of shit into his graveyard.
No.
But that Scrub Ranger coming down. This has got to be like you gotta. It's too bad he doesn't have that. Ryan doesn't have blue. But that is a submerge there. So if Ryan takes an entire turn just to dump stuff into his Scoos and he taps out, then that submerge turns into a time walk and a half.
Yeah. Scrub Ranger coming in for 1.
Yeah. No, it is. So, yeah, it's good. It's good. It doesn't look like it's. Is that 2 green Sun Zenuses? Is that what I'm. Yeah. All right, that's what it is. So, I think I like just. Oh, wow. I think I like just shooting 1 off for. Just to get a Dryad Arbor. Or possibly even 2 if he's got 2 Dryad Arbors. Just get yourself. Thin your deck a little bit. Get some more things on the board that can attack.
Yeah, maybe it's just waiting.
Because you can turn, and because he can double block and get rid of the.
Yeah.
Because there's no creatures in the yard right now.
Yeah, I mean, he did play the Forest as his land for the turn, so maybe he's just waiting for end of turn, Zenith for 1, start filtering out his land a little bit more.
Yeah. Does Bogner have Punishing Fire in his hands?
This might be a Lily.
Let's see. Yeah, that's a Lily.
Yep.
Yeah, this is another reason why I would have liked to have seen him get a Dryad Arbor last turn. Because is he just going to take... Oh, he's ticking up. Well, I guess, yeah, because I guess he doesn't have to worry about Liliana dying at all. And Scrub Ranger's not putting, any sort of pressure on his life or anything like that. So, yeah, see, and now he's just wasting that, like...
No, he does have another one.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's coming in for 2.
So, gonna go at 16. Jim, will you give me a back rub? My little sore. Oh, sore. Thank you. Oh, that's pretty good. Appreciate it.
Let's roll the high fives.
All right, so let's see where the Scrub Ranger's going.
Looks like it's going to the face. Oh, no.
Oh.
He redirected it to Liliana.
All right, fair enough. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Very rough. It's very Swedish-esque deep tissue massage. I appreciate it. It's how you like it, so you give it that way, so you can receive it that way.
Yep.
That's some psychology shit.
Wow, that guy needs to close the door.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close enough.
Yeah,
I think it's good.
Something happened.
I had Hulk noises going on. By Hulk noises, I mean like Arlo noises. So submerge. So oh wow! All right, sweet. So in response to Bogner's fetch, he submerged. So submerge puts if you control an island, they control a forest. It puts a green creature, or it puts a creature on top of the library. So in response to his fetching, he puts it on top, so he has to fetch. So he has to shuffle it away.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's Bogner going down to 18 for that.
That's like the blue version of Engineered Plague, right?
Sure, kind of. Except Engineered Plague kills things.
Okay, yeah, but the blue one's more tempo. Thank you.
All right, so this is, I don't know. Do you attack Liliana in this scenario? Worst announcer I've ever heard. That's fair. Yeah, I mean that's fair, Justin.
Yeah,
he's a very mean man.
I'm okay with
very mean, Justin. My feelings are hurt.
Deathblade Shaman coming in. Looks like that resolves.
Yeah.
Tapping 2.
All right, so it looks like there's a Pyroblast and so he's loaning. All right, so he's going to get back, I believe, just 2 to fetch. No, he's got, it's the Bloodstained Mire, and then what was the other, what other land did he have in there? Was it the Badlands. So, that shit joke after shit joke. Oh, wow, he's an angry person.
I love shit jokes.
I know. Tick up on Liliana.
Yep.
Nobody's forcing you to watch, Mr. Justin Calms. So Vendilion click.
Yep.
So we.
Is that EOT?
Yeah, I believe so. Which is going to be good because you're going to be able to take out that Liliana here. But okay. So it is the Pyroblast.
Yep.
So that's going to take care of that. Mullen left with 1 card in hand.
Bogner has none.
That's a green sun. See, I don't know what he's saving these green suns for. Like, get another Scrub Ranger, get a Dryad Arbor, get something that will do.
Here it comes. Maybe
something.
Edric? No, Edric costs more.
So no, he could be getting Edric. Yeah. Yeah, because he did it for 3.
Okay.
Or he tapped 5 mana, right?
Yeah.
So he's doing it for 4. You're a very good announcer. However, there's a lot of dead time in Legacy, much like right now where he's shuffling. I mean, I guess I could spec. Okay, so Solar of Temptation. You know what that does? It's a 2/2 fairy for 4. When it comes into play, you get to steal a creature for as long as you control Solar of Temptation.
I like it.
So wait, that's a green sun Zenith. He can't get. Oh, let me go do that.
Okay.
Jen, talk to him.
So we have a quick stoppage in the match. Green Sun Zenith does not let you get Solar Temptation. So before the match goes on, we're going to correct.
All right. That's what I thought. I was like, you just Green Sun? And he was like, oh. Yeah, I can't do that. All right, so Sherwin's watching over. Honestly, I think his best bet is just to get Edric, and then... But he played his other land, so now he's got nothing...
Yeah. Well, he can still play Edric and then swing in the air, right? And then draw a card?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But Liliana's just going to tick up each time.
Yeah.
So that's why he needed to leave that land in hand, so that way he had 2 cards that he could pick the worst of the 2. So, yeah, I don't know. Thrun would have been good if he had one on the board. Somebody mentioned that in chat. Wiznerd. Yeah, X equals 4 or less. Yeah, so he can, as long as he paid more mana than what it actually was, then he's fine.
Yep.
So
good thing there's no more mana burn.
Yeah, and I'm fine with him going after Liliana there, because this way he's gonna force the Liliana to Edict.
Yep.
And then when that happens, I would actually get rid of Edric, and then swing in with the Scrub Ranger, take out the Liliana, because we know Bogner's got no cards in hand. He just fetched, getting rid of that Bloodstained Mire to go get another Badlands. I can't imagine he's going to dredge because there's 0 reason to right now, because he's got no cards in hand, and he's kind of in a shitty situation right here.
Okay. Well, there you go.
All right. So. Okay, that's why he's looking for Punishing Fire, because if he gets Punishing Fire, then he's perfectly fine.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's already got the thicket. The thicket.
No, the Grove of the Burnwallis.
Yeah. There we go.
Yep.
I was thinking Firelit Thicket.
Yep.
But that's a filtered land.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. So he's gonna, I'm guessing, cast it, and then trying to figure out what mana he wants to use, which is probably smart. Yeah, leave it with the black. I don't know. I guess it kind of matters. All right, so then we've got, just so we know, we got instant creature sorcery in the yard, and then I'm not quite sure what's in Nathan's yard, just in case we see a Tarmogoyf come down. So, again, I think the correct play here is no, because he can block with the. Yeah, I don't like that, because Liliana is what really helps him just get this game. So the Edric's very good, but I'd much rather have something that guarantees. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, if Ryan, it depends on how.
Yep.
Okay, so Ryan doesn't necessarily value the Deathrite Shaman.
Turn drain for 2.
Yeah. It's not drain. Just lose 2 life, Jen. Jeez. So getting rid of the Submerge. So Nathan down to 14.
He's on that 7-turn clock.
Well, eight turn.
Yeah.
Now 7.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm saying end of turn. Okay, yeah.
No, it has to be exactly. Wait, never mind. I'm wrong. I was thinking of something else. I guess maybe engineer explosives or something. Sure.
That's possible.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's okay. Yeah. So they were talking about the Green Sun Zenith in chat and whether or not X had to be exact or not.
No, I think it's just less.
Yeah. So, all right.
So Bogner's doing a good job just filtering out his deck.
Yeah. So and he still has. He's got land and now dredging. Really looking for that Punishing Fire.
I wonder how many he's playing. Even though the deck itself is called Punishing Jund, I've seen builds with only 3.
Yeah,
I would play 4.
Ben's all about some Old Spice in chat, though.
Make a man of my son. Old Spice. Creepiest video ever.
Yeah. So yeah. So Ryan's got a handful of land.
Yep.
Which hopefully Nathan knows about.
Mm-hmm.
Because here Nathan's going to start getting to draw some extra cards. That looks like a Spellstorm Sprite.
It does.
So actually getting in for 2.
Ooh, 2 Spellstorm Sprites.
That's pretty big. So just in his graveyard, he's got sorcery, instant creature, so about the same, except we got a planeswalker in the yard now over here.
Yep.
So
Nathan takes 2 from the loss of 2.
All right. So if he finds the Punishing Fire, then shit gets real.
Ben, yes, that's an Edric.
That is an Edric in the field. Yep. Man, if Green Sun Zenith was cost +1, that would be fucking awesome.
That'd be dirty.
I would.
So dirty. Oh,
I mean, it would solve the problem of you going to get a Dryad Arbor, but you'd be able to get like an elf for 1. So
so right now Nathan looks like it's just 2 Spell Spreader Sprites.
Which is
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, which is relevant. I mean, which is relevant because of. Yeah, I mean, not that countering it will do too terribly.
Try again.
But Bloodbraid Elf. Oh God, Wagner just can't hit. It's only a matter of time now, though.
Yeah.
So if you're Nathan, do you just dump everything on the field and then? Or do you? I think I put at least 1 just to get a slightly faster clock.
Yeah.
And draw 2 cards every turn.
Yeah. And now that he has an Abrupt Decay, I think it's perfect time to start going.
Yeah. So he is draining him again. Yeah, but I still would have liked to have seen. Oh Lord. 110. Just gains your opponent a ton of life.
Bogner takes 2.
Yep. I still would have liked to have seen like another fairy and end of turn.
Because he's debating whether or not to crack the Delta.
Why is that? Why did he Okay, so.
I guess Bogner jumped the gun a little bit. He went to go.
Oh, untap.
Untap, and he said before.
That's fair. That's fair.
So Blue Delta grabs Underground Sea.
Yeah. All right, and we're gonna see. Oh, that's a Bitter Blossom. So that counts as a fairy. So now Nathan can counter spells that cost 2.
Okay.
And are you familiar with what Bitter Blossom does?
Pay a life, get a 1/1.
You have to do it every turn. So I really hope that Nathan has a Mistbind click because that would be sweet as shit.
Yep.
But that's a Deathrite or a Dark Confidant coming down on Ryan's side, opting not to dredge this time. I don't blame him. Yeah. So that not going to actually do anything.
It's over 9,000.
What's over 9,000? The comment in chat was that the
bad place.
Not the greatest in this.
Yep.
So swinging in for 3 here. Wagner going to get out of 10. Nathan's going to draw some cards, and now he's got a Mutavault in play, and that's a Silver of Temptation.
Yep.
So
it is not.
okay, so that's why he didn't. That's really risky on Nathan's part, though, because he's taking... Bogner, don't scoop it up. Don't scoop it up. You still got a couple turns. Like, it's not lethal on the swing back, right?
It's close.
It's 2, so 4, 6, 7, 8. No, it's only 8 damage. Bogner, it puts Bogner to 2, but Nathan's taking 1 from Bitter Blossom, and then whatever the fuck he flips, and he's obviously got 4 drops. So I don't like that concession from Bogner at all, because there was still the very real possibility that Nathan kills himself from Bob plus Bitter Blossom, because Ryan has 2 turns, and if Bogner found a punishing fire, then he's removing 2 things, giving himself another turn. So
Moobot, what are you doing? What are you talking about?
Huh? Oh, Moobot's repping. Well, he dredge and abrupt decay away. First one, yeah, okay. All right, so you be pretty. I'm going to go find another match.
All right, let's do it. All right, so Mark is going to go find another match for us to commentate on and watch for semi-bad plays. What's going on? Is there any topics you guys want to talk about? What the heck is this guy doing? Thank you, Gavin. I do what I can. Unfortunately, it's not much. I'm still a legacy noob. You know, I'm still learning the format, so a lot of the cards are still foreign to me. I will lean on Mark heavily to give me the cards, and hopefully he'll tell me what they actually do instead of trolling me. You know, a couple of things I wanted to bring up. I don't know if they talked about this on stream, about the Pro Tour. The worst good card in Legacy right now? I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. I mean, to be honest, I do not play Legacy enough to tell you. Seymour Butts? You think it's Bob? Maybe. Let's see. Third games are staying like say unless you play clean zones. Yeah, you got a point there. Really quickly, I just wanted to touch upon something. Is that I wanted to get this off my chest because it annoyed the living crap out of me when I saw it on stream. I was a little taken aback with Ari Lax and how he played at the Pro Tour. He's a very emotional player, and I appreciate emotion. I do enjoy people who are actually excited to play, and they're not just robots playing here and there. However, encroaching on other players' like space while playing is just a complete no-no to me. And like the first instance he did that was when he was playing. Oh man, I can't remember his name. God, it wasn't Shota, it wasn't Junya. It's the other high-profile Japanese player. And he top decked Zergo and slammed it in his face for the win. And he smiled about it, but he didn't just put it in the attack zone. He literally took it, picked it up, and slammed it onto who was I can't think of his name. Like on the player's side, his lands and his creatures, and then when he didn't have any blocks or things, he just scooped and they smiled and shook hands and everything. But still, slamming cards on your opponent's side, even though you're happy or it's a top deck, I think it's completely uncalled for. And
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I agree. You have to be a graceful winner.
Yes, you have to win with grace, lose with grace.
All right, so I'm going to take our pretty faces off of there. All right, and so Justin, I want to say there are 20 people?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
sounds about right.
20 people? All right, and so
Yuya Watanabe. Thank you, Kong.
All right, so let me go ahead and get all of this going.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's page 8. Yeah, Faeries vs. Jund. That was Faeries wasn't expecting that one.
All right, so we've got
Alex. Yeah. Neither was Bogner.
So all right, so we've got Alex and all right, Alex versus Enrique. Okay. All right, Flores.
Announcing is hard.
It is. No, the reading and typing is hard.
Yeah.
Did you guys understand why I was dredging?
Yeah. You're looking for a punching fire.
Yeah.
All right. So these guys are 1-1, I believe. So we never started the time in the round. So they are actually at 23 minutes left in the round because we're an idiot. They got a little bit of a time extension.
Yep.
And let's see. Enrique is on Miracles.
Oh boy, chat favorite Miracles.
And then Alex is on Burn. So
this could be real quick or real slow.
Yeah. God, I was watching the Open and watching the Open, and that was, God, who was it? It was Jim Davis versus somebody, and it was it was like Jim Davis normally plays Goblins. He was playing Burn.
Doc Derp wants some help with the English homework.
That's not how you spell English. I know that much. That's about all I got, Dr. Derp. Let's get the
live totals.
Yeah. All right.
So this is game 3, you said?
I believe so.
You want me to check?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, if you don't mind. 90% sure. Oh,
Yep.
Ryan. Do you run this back out too?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Alright.
Yeah, it was Yuya Watanabe. That was the guy I was talking about. So, Yuya smiled and took it, like a champ with class. The topic later came on discussion with BDM, LSV, and Randy Bueller in the booth. And BDM was all about emotion. And there's emotion and then there's arrogance. And I think Ari accidentally crossed into the arrogance side. LSV said it best. He said, celebrate on the sidelines with your friends, but don't do it in front of your teammate, or don't do it in front of your opponent, especially if you just won. That's why LSV is my magic hero. I love him.
Oh, wait. Oh, so this was because is that who he played in the finals of the Pro Tour?
No, he played Yuya in the draft portion.
Okay.
And then he did it to McLaren in the finals. He did it to his round 13 opponent, Andre something. And then
okay, that's what I thought.
It's game 3. Yep.
So it looks like both players keeping.
Nope.
Flores shipping it back.
Yep.
So Kyle actually just played this match, and he won against playing Burn against Miracles.
Yeah.
So
Really?
it's definitely
Nice.
possible.
Yes, it's definitely interesting. Seymour Butts. I'm gonna poop myself if I see on camera at an SCG Open one more time. What? I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen it that much.
Yeah, I haven't seen it that
Open.
much either. Yeah.
I mean, it's honestly is a pretty interesting matchup. I think that's what I've been advocating for Burn in the sideboard, just to have a few more variable costed spells.
Yeah.
And I'm still not there yet. I still haven't figured out what it should necessarily be. But honestly, I was thinking like Stoke and Flames because it's 4.
Yeah.
And because then you've got Rift Bolt at 3. You've got
Lava Spike.
you got you got all your 1-drops, and you got Price of Progress at 2. Then I'm trying to think. I can't think of a 4-drop that they have. And then if you have and then 5-drop, we were talking about. I can't think of what we were talking about at 5, and then 6. They already have. God, I can't think of any fucking card names. What's
Welcome to my world.
all right. Well,
you want to see some Bug Delver? We'll try to get you some Bug Delver. We got a turn 1 Goblin Guide.
Yeah. So Flores down to 18, but he did flip a swamp off of that, so that's a good draw. So he's got to be on some sort of Esper Miracles then.
Is he on Miracles at all?
That's what Sherwin said. However, I'm beginning to doubt that. This looks like all right. So he's on Deathblade. He's on Deathblade. Okay. All right. So let's get that corrected there. All right. Blade? I think he's on Deathblade. Oh no, he's got basic, so he can't be on Deathblade. So he's got to be on Esperblade. All right, so that looks like a
Grim
Grim
Lavamancer.
Lavamancer coming out.
Yep.
So we got Tundra and Swamp. Yeah, he's definitely on Esperblade, just because he's got...
Inquisition.
That is an Inquisition. Very
Yeah.
good. That's a...
Well, he just discards the red one the best because he's got 3 mountains in his hand.
Ooh, that's... I don't think I keep that.
No.
I would have shipped that back if I was Alex.
Would you have fetched to try to thin out your deck some more?
Yes. I would have done anything to not draw more mountains.
Yeah. I can't see what he drew.
Relic of Progenitus. That seems all right. I'm
Yep.
guessing that Enrique's on the
Stoneblade.
Treasure Cruise plays.
Esperblade.
No, he's got Lingering Souls. So
Okay, Esperblade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also Dr. Derp. I'll give you a quick recap after the match of what I was talking about earlier.
About what?
I think earlier Dr. Derp was asking about what I was talking about when I mentioned about the Yuya Watanabe Arilax stuff.
Oh, okay. Just showing grace in winning is basically what that came down to.
Like, you can be excited, but be respectful.
All right, so Flores has Counterspell, Batterskull, True Name Nemesis, and Lingering Souls in hand.
Yep.
I almost just jam the True Name Nemesis and be like,
Yeah. How's he
Can
gonna?
you-
Yeah. How are you gonna beat this?
beat this.
Oh, we got some squirrel tokens.
Yeah, so... All right. So he's going to say... All right, so Flores needs to... Okay. Flores exiling the Inquisition of Kozilek. Yeah. After that, Relic of Progenitus activation.
Yep.
God, there's so many mountains.
I want to say,
Fire Blast? Is that what it is? Where you sack 2 lands? It's a 6 converted mana cost, or you can sack 2 lands, deal 4 to target player or creature. Why can't I think?
I'm not
Damn it,
sure
you
what
have
this-
all your sheets. You're supposed to study, Jen.
oh, the
It's going and
Exact-
popping
yeah.
it. Which
Draws
I
a
think
card.
I think it's fine because he's replacing that and he's getting rid of the other half.
Oh,
of the
I don't want
Lingering Souls.
Rebels. That's a good draw.
That is a good draw.
That's a fantastic draw.
That is a good draw.
Yeah.
However, all Flores is going to have to do is play. Oh, well, he's just going to force it,
yeah.
but which is going to drop him down to 17. I mean, he just needs to drop that True Name and go hashtag YOLO swag and just get there.
I'm still surprised Alex hasn't fetched away the Bloodstained Miner.
Yeah. All right. So
So 2/1/1 flying spirit squirrels come in,
yeah,
and then there's the True Name.
so
So this will be fun.
yeah.
Passes the turn. Oh, finally decides to crack. Goes to 17.
Okay. Let's see.
R.I.P. Josh's Cube.
What?
Inside joke with
I don't understand. Don't understand it. Not at all.
Seymour. That's actually if you're a fan of Channel Fireball or LSV, more LSV than anything. He actually has put up a lot of good modern
And-
blue-red Delver decks with Treasure Cruise in it.
Well, no, this
It
is with the Treasure Cruise, the burn. That's literally just red burn splashing for Treasure Cruise.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
And that's what Kyle's playing tonight.
Yeah.
So Kyle Norman
Is playing freewinds.deck.
You saw him on Stasis past couple weeks. But now we were brewing up, and that's where like we were talking about like how do you make the Miracles matchup better.
Yep.
So active.
Grim Lava activation.
Yep.
said
Looks
Grim
like he's
Lava.
going straight to the face. He just like I think Alex kept a 4-land hand, which just
Yeah.
like I think he was just hoping he could get there with the Grim Lavamancer and the
That's probably true.
yeah.
TX Rager.
Stasis is harder. Stasis is at least like funny because like there's a Karanos coming down and you're just
It's
like,
not funny.
oh god, he played back to basics. What's he gonna do? I don't know. I enjoy that. But so we're gonna see a swing for 5. Alex is gonna have a really hard time. Oh nope, swing for 4. Yeah.
Interesting.
Alex is just gonna have a hard time getting out of this.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go down to 13.
wonder why the last token didn't come in.
Just so Grim Lavamancer couldn't swing through. Because Flores is fine trading a token for Grim Lavamancer, I think.
Okay.
Alex is just flooding like crazy.
Well,
That's a Sulfuric Vortex, though, and that is why I would not have forced
Eidolon.
the Eidolon. Yeah, because Flores doesn't need to play anything else other than that. So he's going to take 2. He would be at 13 right now. It's already back at the table. Slip's already back. Thank you, though, for checking in. So do we see him untap? If so, all right, so he's at 13 then. Still, this race just doesn't really get there. Swinging in for 4 again.
Bobby, we do have a couple of Elves players here. I don't think they're on Elves tonight, though. Although Dan might be, Dan Johnson, who sadly had to buy. But he has Elves built, and I know he was looking for new cards for Legacy, but I think he might still be on Elves.
Yeah.
But we have, like, Kyle has an Elf deck. He's not playing it, and Greg has an Elf deck. I know he's not playing
Kyle
it.
doesn't have Elves anymore. He sold all of that stuff.
To Greg?
I don't know. Maybe. So we've seen Sulfuric Vortex activate on both Alex and Flores this turn.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know. Like Alex needs to like do some shit, or else
Yeah, I really don't
shit's
understand.
not gonna happen.
Yeah, I really don't understand what Alex's train of thought.
Yeah, because Flores is playing around Price of Progress really well. Yeah, he's only got 1 non-basic in there. I don't know what's in Alex's hand. I think he just must have flooded like crazy.
Taking 5, going to 2.
So he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as the turn passes.
Please, Palette Moron.
So, because you can't gain life, so Flores is just, I guess, making super sure that nothing can go wrong. There's a Jet. Yeah, that's good.
For the Rubbins.
Yeah. He's gonna cast that. All right. I think. Yep.
Yep. I'm wondering if he's asking right now if he wants to go to Scoop Phase.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, maybe Alex has something. Like, I'm trying to think what combination. He's got 2 cards in hand, so I'm trying to think what he's got that could do. If he had 3 spells that do 4 damage, it gets there, or 2 spells that do 4 damage, and then
end of turn.
So Price of Progress. So that's gonna go down to. He's gonna go down to 9, and then
we might have life totals wrong because
and then he dies.
We might have life totals wrong unless he's waiting to respond to the.
Yeah.
trigger.
So
Wheel of Fortune, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have life totals incorrect.
I mean, I'll go double check, but I'm pretty sure the trigger's on the stack at this point. But let me go. Oh,
Yeah.
nope, trigger. All right, so
we definitely have life totals incorrect. Mark is going to go out there and check. We have a Scalding Tarn from Alex. Yeah, Alex looks like he's just flooded out hard in this matchup. I really don't see much that he can do to get back into it unless he cracks. He cracks the Scalding Tarn, goes to 2 + X + 1 because we're actually not sure exactly what life total he's at. That's another mountain.
he's at 1.
He's at 1 now.
Yeah.
After the crack.
1 to 8.
What?
1 to 8 is what they're.
So when he cracked, he went to 1.
So did the. All right, we missed.
We missed one, yeah. So he plays a.
There's the Fire Blast.
Okay.
So he's at. So Flores is at 4 now.
The Grim Lava activation.
So he's at 2, and then. So Grim Lavamancer activation, right?
Yep. Well, looks like Scoop Phase.
All right, I don't even.
Yeah, that was a weird one. I think Alex just kept a bad keep.
So, but wait, that might have actually, because that would have put him to 2, and then this will be recorded.
Yeah. So Mark's going to go check on some things. I don't think Alex had that one in the bag. Yeah, shuffling would help. So, Dr. Derp, if you want to know, I was
yeah,
talking.
So yeah, the Lavamancer activation would have ended too, and the Silveric Vortex killed Flores. So.
Oh,
was right.
so Flores won. So
So,
Alex won.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Alex did win. That was interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know where we ended up getting life totals wrong.
Yeah.
Because that would have put Alex at 4. Like at 4 and then 2 from the Sulfuric Vortex. Unless I didn't realize that Sulfuric Vortex doesn't do damage to Alex too, but yeah, because everything. Yeah, I'm really.
Yeah, we're both really confused.
I'm really confused too. I'm gonna end up going back and watching that match because I'm pretty sure. Like my only guess is that they didn't realize that Sulfuric Vortex goes both ways.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. Could be wrong though. I don't know.
All right, so here we are again. Just a recap. Yeah, you gotta shave. But really quickly, for those who missed it, I was just talking about how.
With Ari Lax.
With Ari Lax,
Yep.
yeah. You know, winning a Pro Tour, yeah, emotions are high, but just be classy. Be classy when you do it. You know,
Yep.
Grayson winning, Grayson losing. Just don't overreact. It's okay to be excited, and it's okay to have fun, but don't do it at the expense of your opponent. No, your opponent's working his ass off too at the Pro Tour. He's trying to get that cash also, and
Yep.
you know, you just knocked him out of. You know, every loss is like a 5 to 10 grand loss. Don't rub it in his face. You know.
Show Grayson winning and Grayson defeat.
Yeah.
Don't flip tables either way.
Yeah.
So the time left in the round is a little over a minute. They had a time extension, that's why it was a little longer. So we should have another game for you pretty quickly. You got to go. Feed your meter. Maybe a little bit.
Wow, you have perfect timing.
I know. I do have.
I'm gonna go
timing.
feed the meter. By that I mean.
Put money into a machine that's powered by the sun.
For special services.
Yeah, it's good. All right, so we're going to go move into round 2 here a little bit. Jen, can you check to see if there's going to be 5 rounds or they're capping it at 4?
Sure.
Because I'm really hoping that they're... Is it no shave? Oh, no, that's November. It's all right. Neither one of it. Nobody actually shaves. Who actually shaves? I don't believe that's a thing. All right, so sweet. So how everything else gone? Anything else happening fun in chat? Oh, and then sorry. Let's see. There's a question back that I think
Capping at 4.
Capping at 4. All right, good. So Justin, you I believe had asked how many people. So there were 20, and then you were asking what the prize was. I have to imagine the winner's probably going to get like $40, $50 in credit. I'm not 100% sure. Simo, talking about the Asian beard struggle. It is a struggle. Not that I know. He's feeding the sun coins? He might be feeding the sun coins. That could be a very real thing that he's doing. So yeah, just and I'll go ahead and take this time to go ahead and plug. Remember, all the videos that you watch, that we do on the stream. There we go. There's the hand. Find them on our YouTube. Moobot likes to put the shit in the chat. And so you just click the little link there, and you takes you to where it should be. And then winner gets a handy, and loser gets kicked in the tank. We should play for those rules, I think. I think that would be good. And Telly apparently just saw a green guy that looked like a lumberjack. But also, like us on Facebook, guys, so you can follow, so you can see the shit that we say. It's not very impressive, but it's there. Yeah, and then, of course, we're on Reddit, we're on Twitter, we're on pretty much every social channel that you can think of. So help us out, support us that way, so that way we'll get some more people, and we can get more tournaments coming to you guys. It'll be good things. Be very good things. So, That's very good. True, Texas Ranger. He has to have a flannel shirt in order for to be counting as a lumberjack. I kind of sound like Brock Samson. I'll take that as a fucking compliment because, yeah, he's kind of a badass. I just need to get as buff as Brock Samson, I think. But yeah, past that, and just a heads up, guys. So we're going to be in the WUBRG cruise, all going to the GP in New Jersey. So that Thursday, I know we're not going to have a stream. If anything, we might stream some of our testing Thursday night from the hotel. Then that Monday, we're driving back from New York to Chicago, so that's a pretty long drive. We might, depending on what time we get back, I might set up the stream and just kind of have it going. I don't know if I'll be up for doing commentary. So, yeah, heads up there. And then around the holidays, we're still trying to figure that out as well. Especially because we'll see how much most of the player base is local. They're not really college kids, so we should be able to keep it around there. So yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Let's see what's going on in chat. Chat, anything fun, interesting you guys want to talk about? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm running out of rambling topics. I mean, I can talk about mud, but I don't think anybody wants to hear about it. Even though I'm doing some fun stuff that I like. That if I could get my hands on some expensive old black cards, I'd be playing more of. But like what is it, the Void and Abyss. I need those. But it seems like chat's just talking about painting. Mainly had one of the thickest beards on a guy I've ever seen in a 5 o'clock shadow at 7 a.m. All right. So this is all right. So thick beard and a beanie and a fishing jacket. That sounds like a hipster. That doesn't sound like a lumberjack. Just putting that out there. Jit, where did you get a drink from? I'm impressed.
I've had it for a while.
Good. You're saving me. You didn't deck. Oh, the Grixis painter. So Kong, we actually, if you go to, yeah, he ended up leaving, but that night, so I definitely do apologize that we didn't get a deck tech up there, but if you go to the YouTube channel for the video for that night, we did hunt him down to get the deck list, and I posted the deck list in the comment section of that YouTube video. If you give me a quick second, I'll make Jin talk, and I'll actually look up the link and put it for you guys in chat. So just be 1 sec.
So are there any matches you guys want to see? I think...
I don't quite know who we've got.
I'm pretty sure Kyle won. He's on blue-red.
Yeah, so he's on
Treasure Burn.
He's on Burn. Yeah, Treasure Burn. He's on Burn splashing for Treasure Cruise. So we can watch that, but good. I don't know if everybody does. Let's see.
Well, that one might be quick, so we can get another match afterwards.
That's very true. So guys, if sound starts, I do apologize. I'm trying to find this link.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. All right, so here it is.
And right now they are just resolving turns.
Oh, are they? Okay, so there is another match still going on.
I think there's 2.
So unfortunately, nobody playing Blue-Red Stasis tonight, Commander. I apologize. Here is the link to the video, and the deck list is in the comments. Did I misspell anything? Deck list is one word, 2. I don't know. We'll do 2 because that's what Google wants us to do. And you know we're slave to Google. Oh, yeah. That's not the link. Did I fucking close out of that? Oh god, I'm bad at life. I copied it. I swear I hit Control V. Let's see. Reload. No. Open. Reopen. Close tab. Oh yeah.
Got that.
Oh, got it. Done. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Sorry.
Status hype canceled. I know. He was doing pretty well. I'm sure there's fucking prison decks. Especially last week, everybody was playing prison. So Trevor with Dragon Stompy not here. I think he's only going to be able to play on Mondays, he was saying.
What's a prison deck?
So, Jin, you printed out all the sheets. You're supposed to...
Prison was not one of them.
So prison decks are just basically decks designed to lock your opponent out from doing anything. So you, I think Greg Schaefer put it very well on Monday's stream when he was like, "You're trying to take all the fun for yourself. There's 100 fun in the game, and you want all of it." And that's what prison decks try to do. So those are your decks that run like Chalice, Trinisphere, Stasis, Back to Basics, all that kind of fun stuff. Seymour, I play Mud, but I'm not playing tonight. So let me go out. I'm gonna go, Jen. I'll let you talk to these fine people.
Okay.
I'm gonna go schmooze and try to
we'll try to figure out.
Try to do some recon to see what everybody's playing.
Sure. Yeah, because some of the guys here, even though they might be winning, actually might not be 100% comfortable with being on camera. We've had a couple people request not to be on stream. One guy didn't want to do it because of the value of his cards, and I'm pretty sure he didn't want to get jumped, so he wanted to stay off stream and remain nameless. Anyone playing Mud? Right now, Mark is out there talking to the guys because we're in turn, so he's got a little bit of time. He's going to try to write down what everybody's playing and trying to figure out what the 1-0 versus 1-0 matchups are, and then we'll try to pick out the best matchup for you guys. Our hope is we'll pick out something quick, like the Treasure Burn deck. And then that way, if that ends soon, we can get a game 3 of one of the slower matchups. So as far as Legacy goes, everybody's pretty surprised. Not surprised, but it is kind of interesting how much Treasure Cruise is shaping up the format. I know it's been in the Sultai decks. It's people are making. Is it burn decks that's splashing just for Treasure Cruise? So it'll be interesting. And even in Modern, it's taken off. It'll be really interesting to see if Treasure Cruise, forces Wizards to come down and do a ban. People are talking about it. It's getting more buzz about banning, in my opinion, than Jeskai Ascendancy is. Even though the standard deck is okay, the Modern one is incredibly broken. So we'll see what happens with that. I'd like to think we're lazy enough not to be violent towards each other, but who knows? There might be some crazy people out there, like Mark. Yep. That's interesting. Unbanning Deathblade Shaman and Modern to keep Cruise in line. That'd be pretty funny if they had to do that. I think in Modern, I think they would ban Ascendancy first before they banned Treasure Cruise. Sam Pardee, who's a very good combo player, has a bunch of videos up on Channel Fireball, and his videos are insane. He never goes past turn 3 when he wins. I think out of all the matches he showed, he lost 1, and that's because he didn't draw land. But yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting. Modern, people are saying Modern's kind of dying off a little bit because of there's only one Pro Tour now, and it's the next one. So we'll see. So some quick comments about Standard, because that's something I might know a little bit more of. For those of you who didn't catch GPLA this past weekend, Mono Red aggro, or the Boss Slide deck, actually took down the GP. Out of all the decks that are poised to take down that tournament, I don't think anybody expected it to be Boss Sly. And in fact, the finals was a Green-Red Devotion Monsters deck versus Boss Sly, whereas a lot of people had Jeskai or Abzan pegged to win everything. It was an interesting take. A lot of people thought that Mono Black might be the best aggro in the format, but I can't remember who it was. I think LSV brought up a good point that Mono Red has more reach with the burn spells, whereas the Mono Black just is based on the creatures and removal. And when other decks that have feature creatures removal can, go over the top with its bigger, stronger creatures. Mono black doesn't really have that much of a game. But the burn has the reach of the burn spell, so that's an interesting thing to see. It'll be interesting to see how the meta game reacts to it. If Deathblade or Drawn in Sorrow, if Drown in Sorrow and Deathblade become 4-ofs. Kong, I'm pretty sure Mono Red won. I can double check that. They're announcing the next round. Gavin, the holding of the wins was in the Star City event. He was on Jeskai aggro, and they held his winnings.
I got decks.
We got decks, and we got the next round starting. So
right.
We'll continue this lovely check. Green red one.
All right,
Really?
so Kong, you're gonna like this. It's
Alright,
actually
sorry,
the
guys.
same.
Green red one, apparently, not Boss Sly.
Yeah. All right, so Kong, you're gonna like this. It's actually the same. We got the Grixis. Oh nope, overlays. Let's go back one. So we got Grixis Painter up here again. So
Joy.
and he's actually gonna. I asked him. He's gonna do a deck tech for us. At the end of the night. See, so look at that. Things work out for the people that are good and wait.
Look at that customer service.
I know. I try. So player 2, he is on Esper Deathblade, and I looked. There are no prison decks at all. So sorry, guys. Unfortunately, I thought there'd be somebody, but
Death balls. Is that what you're gonna type?
Death balls. Death balls.
Oh, there's no Cocoa Puffs.
I know that Jen always eating all the candy.
High five,
All
Cocoa
the
Puffs.
No,
Look at that clap.
No.
That clap. DATCLAP.
So Grixis Painter. Okay, and let's see. So we've got Ned. I can never remember.
Flanders. Flanders.
No, it's actually not Flanders. I could be wrong, but
Oh, it's Ned kind of yep.
Yep. And then we got Jason Huang. It's Wang with an H.
It's Huang.
Oh, really? Is it really Huang?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't pretend to speak anything other than terrible, terrible English. I mean, I don't pronounce English words correctly 90% of the time.
That's
so
fair.
I don't. But it sounds like time and round is starting. What are we doing?
Can you click on that?
Why are we clicking on this?
I just want to see. I could have sworn Boss Sly won.
What is this?
Nope. Yep. Everybody on the stream, I apologize. Gruel Monsters did win, not
Oh my
Red Deck
goodness.
ones.
You're just bad, Jen.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Jen.
But yeah, I mean, it's a deck that
Why couldn't your name be Whiskey?
Whiskey.
I'd like you more if your name was Whiskey.
Yeah, I'd like me more too.
That's good. So what do you? I don't know who wins this.
I don't know either. But that could be because I don't know any of the cards in Painter.
Do you know the Painter combo?
To get Imperial Recruiter, get Painter, and
I mean, they don't always have Imperial Recruiter, but basically you're trying to get a Painter Servant out in play that makes everything the same color, no matter where it is.
get Grindstone.
Yeah, and then Grindstone and just mill their deck.
Yep.
So Jason, he says he's changed up the list a little bit. Last week he was running 2 Tezzeret, and had some other kind of fun, spicy stuff in there. So hopefully we'll see what's going on, and we'll see a good match, and we'll see some stuff.
I like stuff.
How much stuff do you like? There's a lot of stuff.
That box of Frost Flakes up there, I like.
You're not, I'll box you in, Jen.
Hey, we're good to start?
Yeah. Yep. You're good.
We got a nice little flirty winky from Ned. I liked it.
I did like it too.
I'm a horn.
That's all right. That's a good guy.
I like Ned.
Normally he plays bug. Normally he's a bug player. So if Deadpool is in chat,
I like stuff too.
Yeah. If Deadpool's in chat, that was I was putting Ned on there so you could get some bug going.
Yep.
And then there we go. So a couple lands.
Thoughtseize.
Thougeize, and then what was it? Thoughtseizes or an IOK? That was nice.
I think it's both. I think
It's blue cards.
He's got both. Looks like a good starter. Just destroy the hand pretty much.
Yeah.
And Jason's going down to 6.
Oh. So Ned's got to be happy with that.
Yeah.
Again, didn't really. I was
Nothing feels better
preoccupied, so didn't really watch the.
Nothing feels better than thought seizing your opponent who had to mulligan.
Yes, that's pretty good.
Yes.
It's generally something I don't complain about.
Yeah. And what's better than doing that? Hemming them. That is also hilarious. All right. 6-card hand from Jason. Looks like it's keep.
Is it? All right. So
turn 1 crack Delta.
Yep. Ned going to go down to 19 here, graciously moving his his graveyard into.
I appreciate that. These guys know what we're trying to do.
Yeah. It's good.
Trying to give the people what they want.
He actually had a good reveal of the camera. So that's an underground C.
How'd you know that? You saw it before.
All the writing on there. Yeah. When he actually moves his hand back, it'll block the light, and we'll be able to see. Unfortunately, there's a lot of overhead light at the card market, and it makes it difficult. Because you've only casted with me at Dojo, right? Or
no,
did
I did hear
you
once.
Did
The first one is here.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
All
Death Right Shaman, turn 1.
Seems good.
Also, just a guy's heads up for all of you guys who know where MTG Card Market is. They're having a sale right now, 10% off all singles, 20% off also everything else except for the singles. And then they have a list of specific like fat packs, some boxes, some action figures that will be on sale also in the store. Sale ends tomorrow night. So stop on by either anytime tonight for the rest of the tournament or all day tomorrow and pick up some savings.
Dang. All right. Did
Yep.
you
No,
did Jameson
don't.
put you up to that?
No, I just did it to be nice.
That's fair. They are graciously allowing us to be here and stream.
Are they giving us free drinks?
No.
God
I'm
damn
paying
it.
for these.
Come on. Okay.
But so Jason's turn played a Sea of the Synod into a
Sensei's Divine Top.
Yep, a top into a Mox Opal.
Yep.
So that was a Thoughtseize.
Yep.
No, okay, you were correct.
Well, he still might have one. I mean, he had 2 black cards.
Oh,
178.
that's what you got to do. 178 life. So Thoughtseize taking the red elemental blast. Jason really wanted him just to take the top.
The next top.
That, like, I understand why he kept this hand. It seems loose.
The singles are in. They are the display cases are still a little bit empty. One of them is full, but the guys here have their inventory set. So as long as you come in and tell them what they want, they should be able to tell you. I do know from what they've told me that their online inventory is not 100% up to date yet. So the best bet, if you're interested, is calling or just coming by the store if you're in the area.
Yeah. And so we're going to see a crack to the fetch from Ned. Looked like a Fled Strand. Going to go down to 16. Got himself a Tundra.
I like Tundras.
Do you know what Tundra is?
Yes.
Yeah, you do?
It's a nice truck.
Do you know what a Sea of Synod is?
It's a card.
Yeah, artifact blue.
Land. Yep.
Blue artifact land.
Yep.
Um,
So Ponder resolves.
yeah. Jason's pointing down at his red elemental blast. The C is pretty great. Yeah.
It looks like Jason's playing Nice Guy Magic.
Yeah, it's the...
He went to grab cards, maybe not.
Ned actually has a few of those underground Cs that have...
What does it say?
It says, what now?
Please tell me it says what now on the sleeve, not on...
No, it says it on the actual card.
Oh, why?
I think it was for the Trollos because it was an underground C that was written on.
My PP
so we're going to see its top activation end of Jason's turn, or end of Ned's turn. Jason's going to untap. He's going to draw a card. There was a Brainstorm, so hopefully put some of these lands back that he doesn't necessarily need. And it's going to be, as they say, a perfect Brainstorm, you know, because he's going to
shuffle it away.
He's going to put some 3 on top, and he's going to put 2 cards he doesn't want back, and then he's going to be able to shuffle the rest. So that was a top he's going to get rid of. I see a Ancient Tomb, and I saw some blue cards. Is that a misdirection? Is it 2 misdirections? I could be wrong. I don't know. I know there were misdirections in this list.
Yeah.
So
it might be the old art. I'm still used to the...
oh, I keep forgetting that it was reprinted in Conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, Ned just shipping the turn back.
We have a top activation.
Very true.
I mean, he knows what the top 2 are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think he was. He was just seeing if that bottom card was anything.
Yep. Crushes the Sculling Tarn.
And I imagine we'll see we'll see another top activation once he gets a fresh look at the top 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm gonna poke you a little bit.
Oh, who's that?
Oh,
Thunderclap!
my claps are better than yours.
Shut up. That was a high five.
High fives. Sorry.
High fives are awesome.
Yeah. Top activation. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna draw 3. I saw a card. I saw a black card, and then 2 other cards. Not quite sure what they were. Also, Bogner, who we saw on camera earlier, has Chains of Mephistopheles.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good things.
Counteract the.
I kind of wish I'd seen that.
Yeah.
And then had to try to explain the text over chat. Do you know what that card does?
It's something weird about when other people draw stuff.
Yeah, more or less. And then they have to hit the discard, basically. So Brainstorm, you just...
Baleful Strix
destroy
draws
them.
them a card?
That has to be a misdirection, right? It could be an intuition. I just can't tell. There's a Brainstorm.
Yeah.
I definitely saw a Brainstorm.
In turn...
Okay.
In the turn...
Hitting him for 2. So
That's right,
putting him down to
activation.
17. And, yeah, so that's a thing. That's a thing. Yeah.
I like things.
Yeah, I don't know what. This seems rough for Jason. What is he? There must be something real good. That was a grindstone.
Yep.
Can he intuition here? Okay. Yep. So it is an intuition. Looks like simplified Chinese. That's a spell pierce. That's gonna. Yeah, Jason will play it a little bit into that.
Yep.
Now that top's gone.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He does have a grindstone, though.
Yeah. You know, sad story. Simplified Chinese cards are worth less than any card.
Really?
I remember when the Aristocrats was a deck way back in Old Standard. I went to a dealer. I was like, I need Aristocrats. He's like, the American ones are 15, the Korean and Japanese are 18, but you can buy this Chinese one for 12. In my head, I was...
Was it simplified or non-simplified?
I think they only have it simplified.
Okay.
In my head, I was like, F you. But in my mind, but in my heart, I was like, sweet, $12 Aristocrat. It's still flying haste for 4. Sorry. That's all I have. Okay.
That's a good story, Jim.
Yep. So there's a grindstone.
Yep. Grindstone and the top coming out. That must not have been a misdirection in his hand then.
I mean, he's got one Brainstorm, and then the other card.
Tell what the... That looks like a misdirection. Why didn't he just misdirect the Spell Pierce to the misdirection? We're gonna go down to 15 though. I don't know.
Only for modern frame cards. That's fair. I'm going back to China next year, so I'm gonna see if I can find some old ass cards.
Yeah.
Yep. Gonna go visit for my uncle's birthday.
All right. So, that's gonna be fun. Buy me some things.
Yep.
So top activation. Because Days is a blowout. Okay, that's true.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, that is true. Everybody else brings entertainment. I just sit here.
I try to bring entertainment. I want somebody to smile. If I can make you smile one time during this whole stream, I've done my job.
Done. Tyler's out there. I don't know if you watched the stream with Tyler. Did you?
No.
Everybody thought he was very handsome. And yeah, I got no compliments on my handsomeness.
I'm gonna have to fight him.
Instead,
so they're gonna be one handsome.
Jason finally swinging in with that Baleful Strix, which I kind of questioned a little bit why he wasn't doing that earlier. And we see a Goblin Welder coming in, which seems good. And Jason going to go down to 13. 13. I like it.
I'm actually trying to full China my miracles. I approve.
Oh, I just like the way that's like written.
I have a basic...
Just going full China. You never go full China.
You never go full China.
You never go full China.
I have a basic planes from like Avacyn that's Chinese if you want it. You know what? I actually like Chinese cards because I don't even know what they do and I'm Chinese. So I'm just like, yeah, this card, a lot of writing on it, it does crazy stuff. It wins me the game.
And so Jason activating Grindstone on himself just to get rid of some of the stuff. I'm always a big fan of that.
It's always hilarious when you do it yourself.
Well, that's also fun here because he can, if he activates Grindstone on himself, a way to get around Ned being able to counter his Painter Servant is he grindstones himself, puts it in the yard, and then welds it back into play, which is definitely a thing.
Does Ned play Stifle at all?
I don't know.
That would be
I mean,
hilarious.
the Esper
Yeah.
Deathblades don't typically do it.
Okay.
But he could because he is running blue.
Yeah.
But Jason casting Brainstorm here, probably gonna do some things.
I like
I
it.
guess. What do you think? Gonna do a little bit?
Do some stuff, draw some cards, play some cards. I see a now spell bomb,
Yeah.
spell blast bomb.
No spell where?
Yeah.
Who's got it?
No,
Jason's got it?
It's one of the cards in there.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Brainstorm resolving.
I've got more stories for the chat about Chinese cards in a little bit. I'll regale you with them.
Are Chinese cards your mud? My mud? Like, is Chinese cards to you as what mud is to me?
No.
No.
We just bought it because they were cheaper.
Fair enough.
Like I
Swinging
bought,
with Baleful Strix is going to drop down to 14.
I bought a playset of Master of the Wilds in Chinese for $8.
And all right, well that's pretty good.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I read the card in English. I still don't know what it does, but looking at it in Chinese is intimidating. The print's all extra small, and it's all Chinese. I'm like, yeah, this thing says "win me the game." I make a million
Jeez.
wolves and swing in. That's not what it really does. But I have to tell people that.
Yeah, fair enough.
If I can get somebody with
Just
that,
give-
shame on them.
No, it's probably shame on you.
Okay, fine. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. That's how I got through college.
All right.
Oh, I had my thumbs up to the stream, and I realized the camera's not on me. Another high
Sometimes
five.
that happens.
Yeah, high fives.
So we're going to see that Nihil Spellbomb come
Yep.
out, which is going to be good. It's going to shut off both these Death Rights. As soon as we see an activation of one of these at the end of the turn, I imagine... I don't know why you don't just pop it. I mean, he's still going to be able to activate the other one in response. And he's going to pay a black mana, draw a card. He's going to be able to do this every turn thanks to that welder.
Wow, Chinese cars are more expensive in Europe? Man, I'm going to Europe. Woo!
So he is going to get one Death Right activation. That's going to put Ned down to, or excuse me, Jason down to 9. Not bad, not
Yep.
bad, because now the Death Right's not doing a whole lot, at least at the moment, until Jason puts some more shit in his yard.
Yep.
So.
Well, we saw the hand swipe, which is the universal sign for pass.
Oh. Yep, and he did not swing in with that Baleful Strix.
Again.
So is this a Stoneforge we're going to see come down?
Yep.
Yep. And so it looks like Ned's got a Swords to Plowshare, another Spell Pierce, and the you can't think. The Stoneforge that he just played. Imagine we're going to see a Jit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like the All right, I was about to say that seems like the equipment to get. Just putting that out there.
Yep.
Now, what do you think?
That's good.
You know what I want? Piggyback ride. When did Card Market start this Monday, Thursday streaming? This is the first I've seen it. So, Dumb Mother, we actually only stream from Card Market on Thursdays. Mondays, we stream from Chicagoland Games, otherwise known as Dice Dojo. I've been doing...
Oh, we have a triple crack.
So that's going to put Ned down to 11. And I've been doing the stream with a couple of guys since late August. We've been doing this. But yeah, so we're every Monday and Thursday, I make sure that it's either most of the time it's me plus somebody else. Sometimes if I can get a little break, then I grab just 2 people to do it. But we're pretty well committed to doing this now, especially since I've bought everything to actually do this.
Yeah.
So, you know, man, you know what I actually want to see? I want to see Jason rip a Tezzeret because that would make me happy.
Didn't you say you took him out?
No, he didn't take him out.
Oh.
He had him in there. It was only 2 of them. But he does have top. And he's got fetch lands, so I don't know. We could see it.
Yeah.
So what are we going to see here? All right, so he's just going to go ahead and play the Jit. Is he going to? Oh, wow.
Oh, we
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, buddy.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, Dumb Mother, come on by. You know, we have people to
Yeah.
loan decks out. And then
Sometimes. So, yeah, Dumb Mother, 7:30 is on Thursdays. That's at Card Market. 7 o'clock at Dice Dojo on Mondays. So,
okay. So we have some responses. Going.
oh, see, I actually would have liked to seen... All right, so I would have actually liked to have seen a block with Baleful Strix block with Baleful Strix, and then weld it away in order to prevent any damage to be done, and then so that way he doesn't have to worry about. And I think Jason might be realizing this now.
Yep.
Also, it's amusing because Jason is a literal astrophysicist, and so it makes it fun when
smart people do funny things.
Yes.
I have to check. Sorry.
Yeah. What are you checking?
For all you sports balls fans out there, Denver 14, San Diego 7.
Oh, all right, fair enough. Do you have a fantasy team?
I do.
All right, it's acceptable then.
But none of my players are playing tonight.
Not acceptable then, Jen. Come on. Yeah. So we don't see an equip, and I think he just did he just attack, or did he lose 2 life? I could be. What am I? No, because I think he went to activate and then he did all of that. So we're gonna see a Thirst for Knowledge. We might be 2 points off on Jason's health, but we're gonna see a Spell Pierce on the Thirst for Knowledge, which is probably fine. Oh no, Jason's activated Tomb a few times, so I'm gonna go grab Jason's life total. I think Jason actually might be at 5.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go check.
Okay, thanks, Abe. Or Ace. Ace7. Mark is gonna go out there just to confirm life totals. I hear Thunder's footsteps. He's back.
Okay, so that's right. Shaman activation actually did go through,
Okay.
and we did miss 2 tombs. So Jason's actually at 3.
Okay.
So slight life difference there.
What is Ned's correct?
Ned is correct. Yep.
Okay.
So Jason not doing a whole lot here.
Yep.
Yeah. And especially since he doesn't have any.
No, he's back now.
Yeah, you're a little slow.
I'm being held captive against my will.
So here's an interesting dilemma though. That now that Jason used Nihil Spellbomb to get rid of his yard, he doesn't have an artifact in his yard anymore.
Yep, he just scoops.
Okay.
Yep.
So he can't. He can't weld anything. So Ned's gonna get that first game.
He uncomboed himself.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. So hopefully he'll be able to watch the video and he'll get stronger.
Yeah, but not by
listening. Right?
Huang. Yeah.
Huang.
I mean, okay, so it depends on like the enunciation and like what emphasis he has.
It's supposed to be tonal, right?
Yeah.
So Huang.
No, it's not Americanized Huang.
Kaida?
That one, okay. I have no idea where he's from to get a name of Kaida Yip. I want to say it's like.
I mean, to be fair, this also just could be an actual hyphenated last name. So it could be Kaida and then Yip.
Oh.
So, I don't know. Because he does have. However, the Yip is not capitalized.
There might be Malaysian.
You're Malaysian. No, you said you're Chinese already. So,
yes.
It happens. It happens.
All right, so we're going through some aggressive sideboarding here.
I don't know what. Actually, let's look at the list that. Let's look at the list that Jason posted, and see if his side, like, based off of the sideboard that he has posted, what we think he might do. Blood Moon doesn't seem amazing. Ensnaring Bridge doesn't seem amazing. Cephalid Empress. What's he trying to do with that? I don't even know. No. Ancient Grudge, I think you bring in.
Yeah, he's
surgical. He showed us.
He took out 2 Strix and something else.
Did he really? All right. See, I actually like the Strix just because if he gets a JIT online, then he can do stuff. So Pithing Needle seems good. Chain of Vapor maybe, but I don't even know if what's going on there.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, random story. Gone Girl, good movie. Not a date movie though.
Not a date movie.
Not a date movie.
Do you see it on a date?
If by date you mean with 3 other guys and another girl, yes, that was a date movie.
All right, good enough.
Yeah, but Gone Girl.
I heard that it was. I heard that it was pretty good though.
Oh, it was a good movie. It's not a date movie. You see some butt though. There's some nice man ass in that movie.
Is it Neil Patrick Harris or is it Ben Affleck or do we even
Both.
care?
Both.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah, doesn't
Random
matter.
Time out. I have to say I love Neil Patrick Harris. I love Doogie Howser. I love him as Barney and How I Met Your Mother. But seeing him have sex with a woman takes me out because I'm like, that's not real life. Although to be fair, he could go to any woman right now, like that, and just like done. You're mine.
Oh, does he? Oh, so he has sex in the movie?
He has sex in the movie with a woman.
Okay.
And I'm like, ha ha ha, that's clearly made up. This is fantasy. But, overall, his character in the movie is a darker character, which is much different than anything you've ever seen him play. So it's actually a really interesting character.
I don't know. He plays what Dr. Horrible in.
That's just sad and mopey, but this is like dark.
In the what is it? What's
sing-along blog.
Yeah, but
Dr. Horrible sing-along.
It is Dr. Horrible. Okay. And Okabakalaka 2 joining us.
What's up, nerds?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, okay. What he said.
This is what she said.
She said.
They're still shuffling.
Yep.
I don't.
Every day I'm shuffling.
But yeah, and Jen, I wish I had the camera on for that.
Yeah, sure.
That was good. I liked it.
We'll do it later.
I liked it.
You got naked.
I don't. Whoop! You got naked. All right. Are you showing Neil Patrick Harris butt?
Nah, not as nice.
No.
Yo, he worked out for this movie.
Ben Affleck or Neil Patrick Harris for the butts?
Oh, Ben Affleck. He's Batman.
Really?
Yeah.
Better butt than Neil Patrick
want some
Harris.
bat butt.
Right.
I want some bat dick and some bat butt.
Oh,
Sorry.
God. All right. So
so Ned is doing the smiley face.
Seeing a bunch of. All right. So what was that? A bunch of land, a welder, and an intuition.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
That seems like a risky keep.
Yeah.
But hashtag YOLO swag. So I saw Jit, some land, a
brainstorm,
yeah.
And there was I think swords in there.
I was not. Well, I wasn't drunk. I had a couple of drinks, but that was about it. And I wasn't trying. I was quiet, and then they started talking to me, even when we try to make sure that there's only 2 people in the booth.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
So, it is what it is.
Yep. He did bring in the Blood Moon.
Did he?
Yeah, that was at the bottom of his deck.
I don't love Blood Moon here just because Ned does have a fair amount of basics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Seems good. Seems fine though. I mean,
we'll see. Yeah, that's a good point.
We'll see.
Deathblade Shaman, fetch Brainstorm. Seems good to me.
No.
No?
No, it's bad.
Okay. Oh, so probably getting a Tundra.
Okay, so fetch on Ned's side.
Oh, no, we got an Underground Sea. I'm wrong again. What does this one say?
Getting the Deathrite Shaman.
No,
it says what now?
Do they all say what now?
I think so.
Oh, is that the same one?
It might be the same one. I don't know.
That's not what was said in the
multiple.
booth. Oh, I wasn't there.
Hey, I watched that stream. I don't remember them saying that I was drunk and yelling at people. Oh, yeah, never mind. Because Glacier said that he could hear me in the other room.
Yeah.
No, I just yell. I'm very loud.
This is very true.
Yeah, so that's just me on a normal day.
I'm deaf.
But no, I did have a couple bourbon barrel ales, which were good.
There's an Ancient Tomb.
All right, so we actually got to pay attention, make sure that we're watching for this activation.
There's a pass. Yep.
All right, so Deathrite not doing a whole lot unless Ned casts that Brainstorm here.
Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say, we have a Deathrite Shaman. Deathrite Shaman. Stoneforge Mystic.
That's a Stoneforge Mystic.
Sorry. Did Burn cheat again, or are we just bringing him up in conjunction with Humphreys?
There was talk that he actually did.
Again?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Which I found out. So here, though, Ned getting Batterskull, that should tell Jason that Jit is probably in his hand because Jit is just so much better.
And cheaper.
Yeah. But, this is going to hit him Intuition, though, for without having to worry about that Spell Pierce.
Yep.
Anyway, let's see. So he's going to have to play another... He's got to play a Colored Source. But, so no, Burton Cheney... so I did find out, everybody, that at competitive REL, I did not know this. As a spectator, you can actually stop a match. You can stop a match and ask them to wait until a judge and call a judge for them to actually come.
So there's intuition, which, unless Kyle can force it, he's just like, yep, I guess that resolves.
Yeah.
And Jason, not waiting for a response, has already picked up his deck.
Yeah, so I think what you do here is you get one grindstone and 2 painter servants. So that way, a painter servant, no matter what, is going to go into the yard. But maybe, or actually,
oh, he's doing the reverse.
No, maybe you do 2 grindstones and a. I don't know. I think you can go either way.
Okay. So he goes with 1 grindstone and 2 servants.
I'm fine with this because if Ned lets him take the grindstone, that's going to be really good because all he has to do then is activate grindstone, put the trigger on the stack next turn, and then weld it away to put back in the painter servant. However, Ned has a Swords to Plowshare, so that's going to fuck some shit up. Yeah, so it's going to shut off a couple of things. Yeah. But
if WUBRGxyz did cheat again, and there's visual proof as the chat is saying, then yeah, he deserves a lifetime ban. He's done.
Oh, there was visual proof?
Somebody said there's visual proof. ASIB said there's actual evidence.
Oh, God bless. Yeah, I mean, he should. In my personal opinion, he should never have been allowed back into competitive Magic.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Yeah. So, this is not good for Jason because that welder is going to go away, and that's really bad. That welder's going away, and 2 of his painter servants are now in the bin. And he didn't play the grindstone. Oh God, Jason, you can't weld it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. Jason's going to go to 20, though, on the bright side. Actually, nope, he's going to go to 18 because we missed that activation. Yep. So he was at 19, went down to 17 thanks to the Ancient Tomb, gains 1 life, putting him back up to 17, or 18.
So Jason may have done a couple misplaying here. Misplays. So we have a Ponder.
Okay.
Is that Red Elemental Blast coming?
It seems
there
aggressive.
It is. Yep.
All right. Maybe not.
Yep.
Hashtag Yellow Swag.
Yeah. The bans that got him 2 years ago, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, this was in the earlier rounds where a guy that was watching his match said that he saw WUBRGxyz cheating, and that incident apparently got escalated all the way up to the head's judge. But
there's that grindstone.
But he didn't stop the match, and so it kind of got basically he resolved he played Brainstorm, drew 3, and didn't put 2 back, is what they were saying he did in that match. But there's the Jit. See, Jit not going to do a ton here.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, the grindstone's already out. So if, I don't know, stream isn't up for me.
Hey, guys in the stream chat, is the stream up for you guys? We just got a text from one of our loyal viewers saying that the stream's not working for him, so we want to make sure that it's working for you guys.
Yeah.
As far as WUBRGxyz goes, yeah, if he's got caught again, he's done for. The Trevor Humphreys one, I mean, it's gonna be as bad as the first WUBRGxyz ban, if not worse.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to be banned for life as well. Because there's video of him doing it at the Invitational as well, which is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now this was in the Reddit.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate the response.
Yeah. So this was actually in the Reddit, in the comment section, where somebody was talking about WUBRGxyz may have cheated again and how he's watching the match and the whole Brainstorm situation. So, you hope that's not true, and you hope somebody can actually change. I'm just very skeptical of those things.
Yeah.
But what can you do?
It's really pathetic if you think about it. You're cheating at a game.
Yeah.
Whatever is here to have fun. Occasionally some people can win some money, but overall people are playing because they enjoy it. Most people aren't professionals. A lot of people just go for fun and hang out. I know that's why I go. I have very modest goals. Like right now, my goal is to day 2 the GP. I've gotten very close. You know,
that's fair. It's a good goal to have.
modest beginnings. Just to go to have fun, talk crap to your friends, and you know.
Yeah, we're going road tripping. It's going to be fun. For the GP. Are you going to the GP in New Jersey?
I wanted to, but I don't think I can anymore.
Yeah.
Just because I can't. I mean, I don't want to fly out there.
Yeah. You'd have to do. Like, we're taking a bunch of days off for work to be able to go out. So.
Yeah.
Jason aggressively using his blasts on Ned's Ned's cantrips, which seem to be doing okay. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, we'll see. Land. Do we know what's in Jason's hand at all?
Does Jason even have a hand?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a couple cards that he's got over to the side.
Oh, okay.
Is this
Intuition?
Intuition. So this gets interesting. I can't read it. Jin doesn't have a legacy deck.
No, I have Jund built.
And Kron, this is legacy. And Bjog, Dennis, my hero. I agree with you. I will be playing 4 Metalworker, but only 3 Kadoltha Forge Masters. And that's what I'll be doing. But that's a different story. We can talk lists another time. I would actually like to talk lists. That gives me an excuse to talk lists. And Dr. Derp's still in here. He'll talk lists too. The gate coming down though from Ned on that intuition. See, this is where him not casting. But see, so if Jason earlier in the game had cast, he was just trying not to take the 2 damage. If he'd cast that intuition end of turn, he would have had a lot more mana to be able to like work with stuff, and he actually would have been able to win on that turn because he had another Ancient Tomb in hand. So he would have been able to, no matter what, go off that turn because he had the Welder as well. So it was just misplayed. That was like thinking about that series of lines. I know that's a little further back now, and I'll have to watch to make sure that I'm not just spouting nonsense there. But I'm pretty sure Jason would have just won that way.
Yeah, it took me a while to realize that mud actually means something completely different in Vintage.
Yes, mud does mean something very different in Vintage.
Mono blue devotion, as it were.
Yeah. So there's a Blood Moon, which is gonna hurt like hell. He's in response gonna fetch, and Ned's gonna brainstorm. So Jason at 15. Is brainstorm gonna happen? That's really rough for Ned. So I take it back. Maybe he doesn't have as many. Oh, he's on Deathblade. All right, so he's actually. So he's on. All right, so he's on. All right, I'm an idiot not paying attention. Yeah, so never mind. Blood Moon's very good in this matchup because Ned doesn't have any basics.
Sweet Mountains, bro. Although he has an active Deathrite.
Yeah, I mean the Deathrite's fine, and that and an active Jet. So. I mean, so Jason is at a virtual 6 right now. So he's got 1 more attack, and then he's fine. Then, that's all he can do. And I have to imagine that Pithing Needle is naming Grindstone. At which point there's not. So we're just saying a pass of the turn. I guess he wants to get that Batter Skull in play, but he can't do that. I don't know why he just passed the turn. He just swings, gets 2 more counters, and then Jason's dead once he swings again.
Crazy Legs, apparently for the trollness, he wrote "What now?" on the Underground Sea. Why? I don't know. I want to. That'd be a good question to ask Ned. After the match. Hey Ned.
Why
does it say "What now"? We don't really care about your match. It's more about the what now.
Yeah, I'll.
You know what? That's a good question. We're all curious. I think we'll ask him as soon as the match.
Oh, that's right. He can activate the Deathrite. Okay, so this is fine. This adds 8, so it's not lethal just yet. Because it's 12, so he'll be able to swing for 12. However, that put Ned up to 30, and still he's dead on the swing pact. I have to imagine you move the Jet over to the Batter Skull. Oh, and Deathrite Shaman. Okay.
Yep. So we have a concession. That's a 2-0 win for Ned.
All right, so let me...
let's get Ned in here and ask him about the.
Well, I'll ask him. I'm gonna go try to find another match. I doubt there's gonna be another match going on.
Okay.
But
Let's-
I'll ask.
All right, send Ned in. He's a popular man. People want to know.
People want to know.
People want to know. Wait, high five before you go. Yay!
There was no such high five.
There was a high five. It was glorious. Our hands were made to fit into each other's. Oh, Sasquatch. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we can get a faster match on stream for you guys in a little bit. But yeah, that was Grixis Painter versus Esper Deathblade. I think Jason had a couple misplays there with the grindstone, not putting it out sooner. I don't think anybody's playing Stasis tonight, unfortunately. So we'll see. But we'll let Kyle know that it's a requested deck. And I don't think the other guy is here who played Stasis on Monday. So we will try to see what we can get. Yeah, there are some interesting sideboard cards. So, yeah, Legacy. I'm going to say Ned is going to head over here in a little bit to come in and explain to us why he has ruined multiple underground seas. I really, really hope it's a good reason. Like, he's had those since he was a kid. He didn't realize they were going to be good, and he wrote all over them. Because I have heard stories of that before where people don't like back in the day, people were proxying on duels because they didn't realize how good they'd be later. Stasis. And let's see, they just signed the slip right now. Yeah, so back to Trevor Humphreys. For those of you who don't know, he was, I guess, caught cheating on camera, not during the tournament, but basically he was very carefully, or not carefully, looking at the cards at the top of the library when he was shuffling his opponent's deck. So he was putting non-lands up there and then basically forcing his opponent to mull. And there's one round where his opponent had to mull twice, and then then there's one case where it was 5 lands on the play with, 5 cards, 1 land on the play that he had to keep. It wasn't caught during the actual broadcast, and he actually won the standard open. But a Reddit forum note came on board,
Okay.
and people were saying, "Hey, this guy cheated. Here's the video evidence." And then, quite amazingly, the same day, Jared Silva, the programming manager from Star City Games, came onto the Reddit chat, not Reddit chat, but there's the message board,
Yeah, the forum.
and said, "Hey, we heard your claims. There's enough evidence that we did submit a review for the judge program," and so they suspended his holdings. And then if they do find out that he did cheat, they're going to donate the prize money to a charity, which is great.
Well,
I
think that it's great that they are donating the money to charity. However, like personally, I agree with a couple other people that have said that the money should go to refund the entry fee to everybody that he played against that day.
I'd be okay with that too. Yeah.
And then you can donate the rest to charity.
Yeah. I 100% agree with that.
But yeah, because basically at that point people paid $40 to guaranteed be fucked up like one of their matches.
I mean, it could even be more because like first place is what, $3,000, $5,000, something around there.
Yeah, it's not a small amount of money.
Yeah, so like let's say there's 12 opponents. Because I believe it was a 10-round standard match, and then the top 8 are 3 opponents. So 13 opponents. He could just give everybody $100 and say sorry.
Yeah.
Or maybe cascade it down because obviously the second place guy would have won a lot more money. So maybe just scale it. It's like, hey, second place guy, you get this much, and then still give $1,000, $1,500 to charity. I mean, either or, they're doing a great thing, and I'm really happy to see that Star City reacted so quickly.
That is good. That is nice because that was one of the complaints against like the whole Burton Cheney thing.
Yeah.
Back when that happened was that Star City Games did not react fast enough, and there was a lot of talk about the fact that they were trying to like cultivate like stars on their stars on their circuit to try to hype the circuit, and because of that, they were a little slow to react. But I did talk to Ned.
Okay.
Got the story on the Underground Sea. So it was not Ned that was trolling. It was the guy that he bought it from. Was one of his, I guess he had, the guy that he bought it from had bought other Underground Seas, so I'm guessing probably a beta or alpha, and then was not able to, or then like his friends were like, what are you going to do with the old one? And so basically I think it just degraded down to him writing "What now?" out of trolling and protest to his friends. And then Ned came by and got the Underground Sea from him real cheap. So now it's just his favorite Underground Sea.
I hope he got it for like $1. I would. Ugh.
I mean, it's still playable. Yeah, that's still play. I don't know. I'd give him some money for it. Yeah. Oh.
Thanks, Stefan.
Yeah.
I thought so too.
Stefan is nice. He's a terrible person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is the round is not over yet, right? There's still stuff going on?
But well, there's not a lot going on. There's only a few people playing, so it'll just be a matter of time before we can actually get everybody back on here.
Oh.
No, there he is. Hey Ned, how you doing?
Hey guys.
Everybody's reacting to your Underground Sea story.
Yeah. So good job on your win though.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks, man.
it's
I
good.
appreciate it. You know.
Yeah.
Thanks for flashing the cards. It's really helpful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jason's doing it. It's like, oh man, that'd be helpful if I did that.
Well, it's funny because you guys actually get on camera. Like when Bogner does it, it just shows his wrist. I was like, come on, Bogner. He's like, oh, here's the cards. Okay.
You're like lower the at the camera.
Yeah.
I wish I had a sweeter Underground Sea story where I was like, I got drunk on really expensive scotch. I was like, I have all the money. And I just like wrote it on there.
That'd be awesome. Nobody's reacting.
Yeah, nobody.
You're reacting.
Yeah. So Okabakalakato, it's not considered a marked card.
Okabakalakato, that's what you call them?
Yeah, Okabakalakato. I mean, if there's no discernible way to be able to tell from the back, then it's not a marked card.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an altered card, correct, but it wouldn't be just, oh, wow, Okabakalakato, very upset.
You wanted to talk about scum and marking cards. Greg Schaefer, if you watch this replay, half your cards bend up because they're foils, so we know exactly which ones.
Greg Schaefer? He doesn't have any foils.
He's got
Thalia.
Swords of Plowshares, Planes.
Does he?
Yeah.
I don't know. My whole
It's just hilarious because we were playtesting earlier today, and Bogner cut the deck, and the top card just went whoop.
If he's got enough though that it randomized, because like most of my mud deck is foil.
Yep.
However, I also take very strong precautions to make sure that that the cards stay flat.
Yep.
God, B-Jog Dennis, my hero. We're best friends now. Best friends. He plays mud too.
I like it. Also,
all my mud players say yeah.
Also, in case you guys are wondering, Denver 28, San Diego 7.
Hey, dude, how's it going?
Emmanuel Sanders has 3 touchdowns.
Do they?
What do you mean, do they? Bastard. So if you're playing against them in
well,
fantasy,
actually, I don't technically know their gender, so and odds of them more than likely might have male parts, but I don't know if they identify as male.
that's true.
So,
it's a free country.
Yeah, I can't use the correct pronoun there without actually speaking to them and finding out what they like.
He's always negative, Crazy Legs.
Ned, can I just step out?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no worries. But Cyborg Shino Heretic. Let me go ahead and close that door real quick. We're going to talk about this. I don't even know what that card is. I'm assuming it's a Shino.
Yeah.
And it's a Heretic.
Yep. Mark's so excited right now. All he wants to do is talk about mud. He's just like mud,
great.
mud.
And then Crazy Legs, Sasquatch's negative every night.
Yeah.
There's not a night that that he's not negative.
Yeah.
All right, so Vishino, and then we'll just throw an H in
Domian,
there.
this is just legacy, not vintage.
Yeah.
When we say mud, we're like not.
Yeah, we're talking about Metalworker combo.
Yeah, not mono blue devotion for vintage.
Mono blue devotion. Oh, because you're a standard person, right? Is that what you're saying? Mono blue devotion?
No, mud.
Mud is not mono blue devotion.
In vintage, it is.
No.
I'm
There's
pretty
like
sure it is.
workshop. That's what I would talk. That's what I would call mud in vintage.
No, I'm saying like
The workshop.
somebody in the stream was asking if this is vintage because we're talking about mud.
With mono blue, is mono blue devotion a deck in vintage?
It's referred to as in vintage.
Is it? All right, Bogner's giving me a weird look too, so I don't.
No, mud. Mud is not mono blue devotion. Before.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Mud is like artifact deck with like transference.
Yeah. No.
In vintage?
But
Yeah.
okay, so it's
Okay.
workshop. Yeah. So
All right,
shop.
well,
It's
maybe I was
shops.
wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's shops and vintage. All right.
Look, mud in
So-
vintage is mono blue.
What? I don't believe.
Okay, you know what? I don't know anything,
They're
so
trolling you.
Yeah.
They're
No, actually,
trolling-
multiple people are saying this.
yeah.
So I don't know. I don't play enough vintage to actually care.
Mud was mud before devotion was a thing.
I don't know. So Vishino Heretic for everybody else that was that's carrying out there. It's 1 and a red, or so it's 2 and a red for a 1/3. But you can pay 1 and a red, tap it to activate it. You destroy target artifact, and then Vishino Heretic deals to that artifact's controller damage equal to the artifact's total casting cost. Why am I sideboarding that in my mud deck? I don't know if I agree with that. Just because of, I mean, I guess it could be good for Batter's Skull, like against an opposing Batter's Skull, but I also don't play Bread in my mud list, so yeah, I don't. Cervix, I don't even know. You guys could be trolling. I don't follow enough vintage to actually give a shit. All I know is that shops is what I would consider to be the mud of vintage, because it is. Past that, I don't even know. Oh, to deal with Null Rod? You know, nobody, like, mud doesn't really care about Null Rod, though. Like, I mean, Null Rod's really good against mud, but, like, it's good against a list that are only running 18 lands and are fucked at that point because they can't get enough lands to draw stuff. But I'm a big proponent of running 24 lands, and
That's a lot of lands.
not when they're all utility lands. Like, there's 8-man lands, 4, and then 8 soul lands. Then you have 4 wastelands. So, I mean, the 8-man lands and the 4 wastelands are basically spells.
But it kills your metal worker.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it shuts off Metalworker, but you can still get up and cast a Forge Master, and a Forge Master is still a 3/5. And then if you have Wormcoil Engine, it's pretty easy to get up to 6 mana. You can still swing in with your manlands if you're playing that version. If you're playing the post version, again, you can still cast everything. Like, it's not as game breaking as people would think. It shuts off a lot of the things that you're trying to do, but you can still very easily go over the top.
Oh yeah.
Is what my thing is.
Treasure Cruise getting banned, yes or no, and why?
Maybe in Modern. I don't think in Legacy it will.
Really? You don't think so?
No, it'll just take time for the format to adapt.
I've been on both sides of it. I think it maybe like I'm of the opinion that Treasure Cruise is similar to Mental Misstep in that it's not that busted, but it does severely constrain the archetypes that can be played. And I don't think it's gonna get banned from raw power level, or that there's nothing that can actually deal with it, but just that it's too constraining on the archetypes that can be played in Legacy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, and so it sounds like, guys, we are actually going to have another match here in a quick second. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this reset, and then I'm going to pick. Then we'll go out there and try to get somebody on camera.
No, you've
So-
caught me. I am Adam Prozac.
You are Adam Prozac?
Yep.
All right, that's cool. Yeah.
I can't play tournaments anymore. I work for Magic now.
Somebody said that I sounded like Brock Sampson earlier.
I saw that. I saw that in the chat.
I was quite happy about that.
Nice.
Quite happy. So I'm gonna go out there, Jen, entertain.
Can you buy me a drink?
I'm not gonna buy you a drink.
Fine.
You pay me back. You got this thing. Go fill it up with water.
What's water?
Oh my God! Here, fill this up with water.
Page 20.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
I'll try to grab you from.
Yeah, so right now we're trying to make sure if round 3 is starting or not. We can hear the head judge, Sherwin, talking to the players, announcing something. We can't tell, though, if it's time, turns, or the fact that he has pairings up for the next round. Yeah, I feel like you should buy me a drink, too. I'm okay with that. So, sorry about the disheveledness. This is just pure laziness. Although I'm going to use it as an excuse to start that no-shave November thing. Just to do it. I've never ever kept a mustache or beard in my life, as you can tell. It's not really going so well everywhere. So, you know. But who knows? We'll see. I'm curious to see what it would look like, so I'll try. As far as Treasure Cruise, you know, I don't know if you guys heard Bogner in the background. He said he's been on both sides of the argument for Legacy. We only discussed Legacy. And he said that he does not think overall power level is going to be so high that it's bannable, but it does shift the meta into certain playable decks, where certain decks, it pretty much becomes the deck that play it and the decks that don't. And then decks will build, you know, sideboards or strategies to beat them. He thinks it's more likely to be banned in Modern than anything. Oh, thanks, guys. Look, he did get me one. And because I know what he's thinking, he bought me the XXX version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Itching this all over? Not really.
Yeah, so there's a
Go watch the Hunger Games.
There's a miracle
Mirror match?
There's a miracles mirror match going on. They're in turns.
Oh.
They'll be done real soon. So
real soon, as in like tomorrow.
there was a Jace sitting at 11. So
wow.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll hopefully once that goes, then it should be all right. I don't know.
You know, just after watching miracles in the local scene, I have so much respect and admiration for Joe Lissette and how quickly he can play that deck.
Well, that's because do you play Modo at all?
What is Modo?
I
don't campaign yet.
Okay. Do you play online at all?
I've only drafted. I've never.
Okay.
I never invested.
So the first deck that I ever tried to build on Magic Online was blue-black Tezzeret Control in Modern. So I can tell you this: when you're not accustomed to Magic Online, and then all of a sudden you have a 25-minute, and you're accustomed to only playing paper, then all of a sudden you got a 25-minute Swiss clock.
Yeah, the stack triggers and everything.
You got to learn to play very fast if you're going to play Control online, and he plays Control. He plays online constantly.
Yeah.
So that's actually one thing that I do really like about Magic Online is that it forces you to become very good at
technically.
Yeah, looking at the board, figuring out what's going on very quickly, and making your decisions very quickly, and moving and going forward.
Yeah, we know that he's been playing that deck for a while. Actually, Reed Duke wrote a very complimentary article about that exact subject.
Yeah.
Reed Duke was saying that he's got decent win percentages against certain people, but the person he's 0-4 is against Joe Lissette, and he really sat down and tried to think, why am I 0-4 against Joe Lissette? And he realized every time he's played Joe Lissette's been on the same deck, and every time Reed has played Joe Lissette, he's been on a different deck every single time. So it's pretty much experience wins out. Sure, people get on a hot streak, you can top deck, but overall experience does win out. And the fact that Joe has been playing the deck, like you've said in the chat, for so long, it's definitely helped him. It's definitely been a huge benefit for him.
Yeah.
And a lot of pros, when they get asked what deck you should play, they do say play the deck you're most comfortable with. Sometimes you can see that you might have a good matchup. But if you're expert at the deck that you're picking, then you will have a better chance of winning because you know exactly what your outs are, rather than just fidgeting with the deck you just picked up that you heard just happened to be good.
So there's only. All right, so there are two
What?
6-6 matches.
Oh, that's the same guy.
All right, yeah, there's 2 undefeated matches. So we can get either chat. You're gonna have to be very quick on this. We can get Burn versus Esperblade, or excuse me, Deathblade again, or we can get Storm versus Mystery Deck. You guys want Storm versus Mystery Deck, or do you want to see Burn splashing Treasure Cruise versus a Mystery Deck? Let me know, otherwise I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put Storm versus Mystery Deck on. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Storm versus Mystery. All right.
So here we go.
That's what I was leaning towards anyway.
Wow, not even close.
No.
Storm it is. We'll get that on this thing. Yeah, we guys, we're seeing your comments on the chat. You know, Fission Modern, I'm actually surprised people don't play that more. I think it's a fun deck, but, and, you know, it has Treasure Cruise now. I mean, it's probably not the best in that deck, but Fish is fun. Every time I've seen people play, they're always smiling, having fun with it. So we'll see. It could always be, we'll always miss you come back.
Okay. All right. So there's been a lot of draws in them.
Yeah, there have been a ton of 4s on that sheet.
Yeah. So that's.
We're looking at the standing sheet, and there are a ton of
there's
4s,
a lot of 4s.
which means there's a ton of Miracle
4s.
players out there.
All right. So all right, cool. Then Jen, move your manly shoulder. I'm gonna take our pretty faces off of here anyway. All right, beautiful.
High five.
You ever wonder why we only high five off camera?
Because the sonic boom would melt their faces.
Probably. All right, so guys, we've got Bug Delver versus Ant. So ad nauseum tendrils for you guys out there.
Yep.
So
I like Fish. We actually have a Fish player out here, Schaefer. We made fun of him that like in the last standard, you know, 3 formats, same deck. He played Fish in Modern, Fish in Legacy, and then Mono Blue Devotion.
yeah, Mono Blue Devotion in standard. So Wiley, how do you spell Wiley? Wiley Mock.
I'm okay.
Yeah. Well, how did I pronounce that right? MLK? Jeez.
I don't know.
You've bragged several times on stream, and you're like all Asian players. I got their names, and now you're struggling.
Ant is Storm, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a version of Storm.
Yeah.
Correct.
Ant is a version of Storm. You basically Storm, count high, and then you play lethal ad nauseum tendrils.
Yep. Well, you ad nauseum
Yeah.
to try to find
Tendrils of agony.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So it doesn't run Burning Wish, which is very big, where its cousin Tess would run Burning Wish. Also is not necessarily focused on Empty the Worms.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard into Tendrils for the win.
Aether Vial is an insane card. I don't understand why people don't play it more. I forgot who had the Eternal Witness, Cryptic Command, Aether Vial lock. That was a deck, and it's insanely fun. Obviously, some of the stuff is a little hard to cast, but I think Shota or maybe Shuhei Nakamura created the Eternal Witness, Cryptic Command lock, and it looked like a ton of fun.
Was this in Modern?
Yeah.
All right.
Aether Vial, bring stuff back, so you can rebuy your cryptics.
So Jen,
Insanely fun.
in
Eternal Command, thank you.
Okay. Jen, in your ultimate legacy knowledge, who do you think's got the upper hand here?
I want to say Phil. I think Storm has a. I want to say Phil.
Yeah,
I think Phil has a better matchup.
I think it's really close, just because Wiley's, especially post board, Wiley's got a lot of discard.
Yeah.
but he's got a lot of discard. He's going to have forces. He's going to have some counter spells. Game 1, I think we'll probably see Phil get it, but again, it could very easily go towards Wiley. It really depends on what his list is. But I would give it like 60-40 for Bug, but I could be wrong. Chat could correct me very easily.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Bug's got the upper hand here. But you know, see, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll throw some of these cups away before they start. See, so we'll do that.
Thank you.
Figure out how you say mock. Mook? Mock?
It's not mook.
Did I just say like a racial slur?
I'm pretty sure that was one.
Is it? Is it? I'm not going to say it again because I don't want to offend some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's struck.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
agree.
Phil's a very good.
Yeah.
I mean, very competent amp player. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is the only deck he plays. At least it's the only deck I've ever seen it. It was a racial slur. Okay. Yeah. So apologize to whatever.
Whatever race I offended.
I don't. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, if anybody would know, it would be Stefan.
It would be Stefan because he probably says it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a
fair.
kind bone in his body, except the one I put in. But get it?
Yeah. See, I don't see Wiley. I know
Oh, Wiley's going down to 5. It looks like.
No, it was not 5 cards. I'm pretty sure it was 6.
I can't count.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mulliganing more, because I think he knows what he's playing against, so he's just looking for some stuff that can interact.
Like a turn 1 Thoughtseize?
Maybe. I mean, do we know? Did you see who won the die roll?
I do not. But
Because
at this point, I don't think it matters.
No, I think it's still fine because if Phil kept a somewhat loose hand and Wiley does have like turn 1 Thoughtseize into turn 2 him, then that's going to be very good. Apologies to you people. Yep.
That's pretty much what he said.
Yeah.
Look, Phil's taunting him with a smiley face. That's got to be 1, 2, 3.
That is 4. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
I was 5 before. I just can't see. Yeah, Thoughtseize Forcible seems fine too.
Yep. Well, turn
So
1.
Phil gonna go down to 19.
Yep. Now this deck does not have a turn 1 kill, right?
No, it could. It could technically.
I really want him to force a will Wiley right now.
Wait, what? Wiley, what? There's nothing on the stack for to force the will.
I'm not force a will, sorry, Thoughtseize.
I mean, he could thought. I
Just
don't
do it.
think he's got Thoughtseize in his main. He might, but so we're gonna see a preordain.
Exactly. Taunting with a smile. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like what?
Sorry, I find that hilarious.
Oh, Texas Ranger saying
Yeah.
he's gonna have to do that next time his opponent rolls.
Yeah.
I think it would have been better if the smiley was facing Wiley,
Yeah, if it
though.
was facing him,
Yeah.
that would have been epic.
That's just the rub-ins.
Oh, I might have to do that too.
Yeah, so like I'm trying to think, like Phil could just have, like if he had like a series of ramp, and then into Lion's Eye Diamond, crack that for Infernal Tutor, get a Past in Flames and continue going off.
Oh, Pro, we see Land, Stifle.
Is that a?
I think that's the new Stifle. Inquisition and True Gnosis.
Is that an IOK right there?
I think so.
No, that was a treasure. There was Treasure Cruise, Stifle, IOK land.
Oh, okay.
If that wasn't IOK. But Phil's going to drop down to 17 from that, and we're going to see a Ponder.
I don't think it's been trademarked, but I think it's hilarious that we could do it to people facing.
Yeah.
I'm so doing that
what
at
will you come up
FNM.
with? I know, this is great.
I'm so doing it on FNM.
Just being a dick at F&M. Like, not even at a tournament. You're just like, nah.
Yep.
Trollolo. So, Deathrite Shaman from Wiley. This is a good top deck.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Brainstorm. Gonna get 3. And let's see what he's gonna be put on. Is he wearing a hat inside?
Who is?
Phil might be.
I know Wiley's not.
Yeah, I don't.
Uh-oh. Bertoncini always does a smiley face thing. Uh-oh.
Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Have you met Jin?
I just take my shirt off.
Yeah.
It's
That's a fun. So
oh,
duress.
Take that stifle.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the stifle is the bigger thing.
Yep.
Because he's not even close to casting Treasure Cruise. So, and that would not be fun for. There's several things he could end up stifling that would not be good. He did it against me at SCG. Oh, really? Oh god. Yeah, that's bad. All right, so another brainstorm. Phil's just taking.
He is sculpting his hand.
Taking a sweet time.
Yeah.
But I imagine we'll probably see him go off relatively soon. Wiley has Wiley been attacking with the Deathrite Shaman? It didn't seem like it.
No, he just played it last turn. So now it's active to do the whole drain.
Yeah. All
right. Yeah. Because he played it on turn 2, then played it on turn 3, then he played a land.
Okay. Yep. You're right. So, we might see him going out. So Storm is at
2.
Yep. Storm is at 2. Storm's at 2. Storm's at 3. And there is a good chunk of mana. Storm's at 4. And there's an ad nauseum. So, let's see here.
I wonder if we'll see the vaunted scoop phase.
Yep, and Storm is actually at 5 thanks to that ad nauseum. And for that, let's get that life going because that's gonna start changing pretty rapidly. Let's see. So nothing yet.
The dice is for 3 mana, right?
So 14, 12. He's sitting at 12, sitting at 11, sitting at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and let's see. So he's sitting at 6 life. Let's see if he's going to continue going more. I think he's contemplating.
Wow, you guys are right. He is wearing a hat
right now.
You can see the brim in the top left corner.
Yeah. So this is kind of rough. I mean, it really depends on what he has in his hand. So he hasn't played a land yet, so he's going to cast the Brainstorm. Going to draw 3. All that's going to move up to his hand. So I wonder. Okay, so he hits a stop at 6 because if he hit Tendrils, that puts him down to 2, and then Wiley just kills him.
Yeah.
With Deathrite Shaman. So
Storm's at 6. He's got the dice correct.
And he does have a.
He's got 2 LEDs.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
Storm is at 9. If he's got an Infernal Tutor in hand, then that gets really good. That's a duress. So there goes the Treasure Cruise. Storm's at 10. All the lines I diamonds are cracked. Okay, so there's the Infernal Tutor. Storm is at 11.
Yep, Wiley entered scoop phase.
Yep, all right. So that's a thing that happens.
Yep.
And we're just going to put that Storm counter down to 1 there.
Yep.
And
so note to self, if you're on the play and your opponent mulls to 4, you have a fantastic shot. Yep.
So what did I say? I said Phil was probably going to get game 1.
Yep.
And we'll see if that's the case.
Let's see how Wiley sideboards.
We'll see if that's the case moving forward. Like I said, Wiley does have a lot of stuff. I don't think it's as bad as some of the people in chat were making it seem like, but I do think Phil's got his work cut out for him. So
yeah.
It's definitely not fun.
Yeah. Interesting sideboarding question, or how you sideboard.
Yeah.
Are you a proponent of shuffling your entire sideboard into your deck like Phil is, and then just taking out what you don't play?
Yep. I do that. Well, if I'm playing here when it's not like the stakes aren't that high, I don't bother doing that because it takes a little bit more time. But if I'm playing at like an open or a GP, then I 100% do.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean,
I started doing that, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're not actually you don't actually end up sideboarding at all.
Yeah.
So,
Ant is decently expensive because of the fetches. Although to be fair, the fetches are cheap now.
Well, and Underground Sea.
Underground Sea.
There's a couple
Lion's
expensive
Eye
lands.
Diamonds.
Yeah.
It's definitely not the most expensive one, but I would say it's probably halfway there.
Yeah.
I'd say it's probably if we had to lean towards one side, I think we would say Ant is probably
And it's a hell of a lot cheaper than Bug.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or more
All right, so that's what. All right, fair enough. I'm going to
Cause,
chat here
cause
really
and
quick.
effect. I drank all the XXX pills, and now I have to pee.
No. Oh, I thought you should have been like, you just have to go to the bathroom and then take care of business. But I mean, that works. Yeah, LEDs, lands, not too bad because it doesn't need Force of Will. But I mean, Force of Will isn't that bad. I mean, LED is just about as much as Force of Will. So, and the lands are really bad. Yeah, I don't even know what C's are at now. What are C's at? But past that, yeah, it's not the most not the friendliest. Yeah, I think like I'm trying to think like the cheapest land base that you could get into would probably be Red Deck Wins. Unless somebody else can think of a cheaper, that's a fun little thing. So who can think of the legacy deck with the cheap, competitive? So tier like 2.5 or above, legacy deck with the cheapest, with the cheapest legacy deck.
Burn.
Yeah, no, I was saying burn. Yeah, because burn you just need all the red fetches, and depending on your build, you might not even need more than 8.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, dredge. Damn.
Okay,
all right,
fine.
that's true.
Yes.
Because you just need what, Cephalid Coliseum, and if you're doing Manaless Dredge, you don't even need it.
Yeah.
All right, so second most. Oh, jeez.
All spells.
Yeah. All spells. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah. All right. So there's a few. You got a few.
Yeah.
Few options. 20. I mean, like, it depends on what you're trying to do. Like, if you're trying to feed a Lava Mancer, you want some fetches in there. But yeah. So I don't know. I mean, Mud's not that expensive in comparison, but I mean, you still have City of Traders, Rashad and Ports if you end up running them, Wasteland. I mean, Mud's mana base can get pricey, not necessarily as expensive. Yeah, Belcher's got a pretty cheap. High Tide. Oh, High Tide does have a cheap mana base too. Yeah, again. Yeah, 11 Plains and Death and Taxes, but then you've got Caracas, Rashad and Port, Wasteland.
Yeah.
And Horizon Canopy is not.
Yeah,
super
Horizon
cheap
Canopy is at
anymore.
30.
Yeah.
Something outrageous.
Yeah. But yeah, High Tide is not an easy deck to pilot at all. It's very difficult to play, especially in a timely manner. Like, there's very few people that I would say are qualified to really run that. Feline and Bogner being two of them. Past
Feline
that,
Longmore. If you Google her or YouTube her for the Star City stuff,
she's nuts.
She's really good at High Tide.
Yeah, she plays like super fast, and it's very impressive seeing her play, especially if you've ever tried to pick up the deck to figure out how the fuck to play it, and then you see her doing it. It's quite impressive. Yeah. Feline is hands down. She's I would probably say the best High Tide player.
So it looks like we have 2 keeps.
All right, there we go.
We have a Misty for Wiley.
Wiley elected to play. Why do you think he did that? To be on the play. I don't know. This seems loose. So we're just saying fetch, go. I'm sure Wiley's actually happy to see the fetch from Phil and nothing else happen. I'm surprised we didn't even see like a Gitaxian probe. His hand's got to be decently like solid in order for it to happen. I was about to say, if we don't see any fetch cracks, okay.
Wow.
So that's why Phil didn't crack the fetch. He's playing around Stifle. Yeah. All right. So that makes a lot more sense. So Phil going to go down to 19. Wiley going to go down to 18. Oh, all right. So
burn, Wiley. He tapped your land.
Yeah. Well, okay. So he fetched, and so Philip fetched in response, and he actually still did play into the Stifle.
Yep.
All right. So That's still pretty rough for Phil. All right. You know, that Wiley, that would explain why Wiley did that with such haste and joy.
Yep.
He cracked that fetch very fast. Yeah. And I think High Tide you have to have candles. You have to have the candelabras. So we saw Stifle and then a Ponder from Wiley.
Yep.
Storm's at 2 right now.
For Wiley.
for Wiley. Trying to think, he could be running Brain Freeze. You don't know. what if Wiley
That's
just stormed off?
That's his sideboard tech.
Sideboards into High Tide.
Storm. That'd be amazing.
I
would run out and hump Wiley.
If he just be sideboarded into. I'm trying to think if you could
No, there's no way.
You need 4 Candelabra, 4 High Tide. You could do it. It wouldn't be good. You'd have the turnabouts, probably 3 time spirals, 4 High Tides, 4 Candelabras. It would not be the best. Phil gonna crack another fetch, going down to 18. Gonna get a swamp.
I like that swamp.
I like the swamp too. It's like a fun swamp.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. I know it's shit, I don't even know what set that's from. I think it's before Urza's, but I'm not 100%. So we're gonna see a Duress.
No, it's not Mirage, but
yeah.
You know who knows their basic lands? Patrick Sullivan. He can call out lands like no other.
Gregory Schaefer knows them very. He's a huge basic land guy. He likes them a lot.
It's an Apex swamp. Wow.
Okay. And so Dazed. We saw Duress come in from Phil. Wiley dazed it, and then passed the turn back to Wiley. Wiley then played the Sylvan Library. So we're going to see Sylvan Library triggers happen here. Phil played a top, but only still the 1 mana. So we're not going to see any sort of activations. Wiley seems to be sitting pretty here.
Pretty.
Yeah. So did Wiley draw an extra card off of that? Did you notice? Chad, did anybody notice if Wiley drew an extra card? I saw them fiddle with the dice, but I wasn't quite sure if they were just looking at it or if he actually did draw the extra card we missed. So if you guys did notice him draw the extra card there, let me know so I can go ahead and take the 4 life off his total.
Or if he's a cheater, we can call him out.
Or if he's a cheater, we can call him out. Yeah, very true. 2 cards. All right.
Cards.
Thank you, Deadpool. All right, so Wiley gonna actually get down to 14 here.
Oh, Deadpool's trolling us.
Deadpool could be trolling, but he loves Bug Delver so much. So, all right.
Super Saiyan Vegeta 3. What happened?
Look, he took 4 cards, 1 too many. What?
You mean on the Ponder?
I don't. He's using the library and they put 3, but he saw 3. Put some back. Okay.
I mean, we know we saw 3 off the Sylvan.
His dice says 10? How do you even, did you fucking, enhance and shit? All right, so Phil not being able to do stuff, and second elaboration going to flip. I'm going to go out there and see if he's actually got that. See if he takes extra cards here, and make sure once he swings into Phil, we update his life.
So Mark is going out there to double check to make sure he didn't take extra lands. Oh, he moved the dice back.
Okay, it's 17-10.
It's 17-10?
Yeah. So we must have missed a fetch somewhere. Yeah, alright, cool. And
Shit, I totally didn't notice he took more cards again.
Okay, so he hasn't taken the card yet.
Yep. No, I don't think he cheated either.
Yeah, he didn't actually cheat. At least I don't believe he did.
Yeah.
But then again,
Wiley is many things, but I do not think he's a cheater.
I hope not. I mean, we'll be able to go back and watch the tape. So
if we're wrong, then
if we are wrong, we have video evidence, and at that point, he probably won't be playing here anymore. So I don't think he's going to want to risk that.
Yep.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
That's like 2 brainstorms at least.
Yeah. So, So he's got a daze. Yeah, Phil's going to be
Yeah, Phil's in bad
hard
shape.
pressed to do a lot. I'm
That
not
was the
quite
chair.
sure what he's got in his hand. I did see that he has a Dark Red. But a swing in from Delver going to put Phil down to 14. Then Wiley going to follow that up with a Deathrite Shaman.
Yep. We see Cabal Therapy from Phil.
Don't know what he's going to name. That's
Bug a Delver.
So Wiley thinking long and hard about whether he wants this to resolve or not. Or I think he's probably thinking, do I play the daze now to make him tap down? But no, he's just going to brainstorm in response. He's going to try to hide away some things.
Force a Will? Stifle?
Oh, no, I mean, he can use this to hide away cards that he wants to be able to keep. And I don't think he is going to, I don't think we're going to see him force this. I think there was a consideration as to whether he dazed it just to get that extra land off of just Phil, so Phil didn't have that. But yeah, we see Wiley putting 2 back. So he is going to still daze it. All right. Yep. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I was about to say. Okay, so he's targeting him. Is he going to target himself?
Wow.
That's rough. So we see
Underground Sea, Wasteland,
fetch.
Verdant.
Yeah.
That is
That's
quite the hand.
kind of rough. So.
All right, so let's see.
All right, trigger 1, 2, 3. And let's see how many he puts back. So he's putting one back. So he's going to go down to 6. And that was a wasteland coming down, taking out Phil's Trop.
And he took 3 from the...
Oh, again, yeah, this episode. He's at 11, 3 coming in from the Delver. Stifle on the top activation at upkeep. So Phil not doing good things.
Yeah.
Phil not doing, or Phil not getting to do much, I should say. He's not really doing good things. He's not doing bad things because he's not doing anything. I like it. All right, so we're going to see Deathrite activation. We're going to put Phil down to 9. You know, that's good.
Yep.
We're going to see an untap. Yeah.
Trigger, draw 3, or look at 3.
See, this is pretty dangerous for Wiley, though. I mean, I know he's got the Force of Will, but if
just drew 1.
Phil's got Tendrils in hand, he's only going to get to a Storm of 3. And if Phil's got some stuff that he can do to kind of mess around with stuff, then yeah, there's not a lot. So Phil going to go down to 6 here off the swing of the Delver. He's at a virtual 4 because of that Deathrite Shaman.
Yep.
So we're gonna see. So
and Wiley can technically gain life if he needs to, right?
Yes, he does have a Tropical Island. So
there are no creatures in the bins, right?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't believe so. Yeah, so there's a Gataxian Prep. Going to put him down to 4, so he's at a virtual 2, but it doesn't really matter because he was dead next turn anyway.
Yeah.
So...
Force of Will, Treasure Cruise.
All right, so Phil does know that he has to play around a Force of Will now. I think he knows he has to go for it.
Yep.
So here's the thing. If he blows his Force on here, so Wiley going to get down to 5. If Phil's got another land or a pedal, then I think Phil might actually just win. Let's see what was off the top. Oh, because he's got another Dark Red. So let's see if he can chain together enough stuff. Storm is at
2.
No, 3. Because there's a Force of Will. 4, 5. And 6. That's alright.
We're all in suspense. We're just like,
I know. Does he have the tendrils in hand, and can he get enough? Well, I guess he has enough mana. So he's got how much? We saw what 2 Dark Rituals. So He's at what, 5 mana right now? So Lion's Eye Diamond. What? Okay, so 3 mana. All right, so okay, so he's activating. He's gonna activate top. Ponder. Okay, so he's got some blue mana floating. Looking for the tendrils. Doesn't see it. He's shuffling. So if he rips a Infernal Tutor, I think he can still get this. Or if he just gets the tendrils off the top. So I'm gonna make some noises if
Yeah.
while he's shuffling correctly, noticing how he's not keeping cards at the front.
And he's
Yeah,
out.
and he's cutting at the end. So. Oh.
What's causing the shuffle?
The ponder. The ponder. He looked at the top 3. Didn't see what he saw. Liked.
That was close.
Oh boy,
He
that was fun.
Phil almost stole that one.
Oh god, that would have been great.
I would have gone outside and rubbed Wyatt's face in it.
Yeah, no, that would have been. I would have been really happy.
Yeah, that'd been so sick.
If that had gone off, but alas, no underdog story here.
Yep.
But we still got another game, so
Yep.
maybe we can have something miraculous happen like that this game.
No, he did. He did not rip the tendrils. That would have been sick. Also, sports fans update: Denver 35, San Diego 21.
Thank you, Jen.
No problem. The Denver really high people versus the San Diego whales with vaginas are.
What? Yeah. No. So why do you care so much about this game?
I just like sports.
Well, yeah,
I'm a big sports ball fan.
No, I understand that, but if you have no stakes in it.
No, I just want to watch. I love sports.
All right.
Like, okay, so this Sunday, there's going to be a game in London between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons.
Yep.
The game is at 9:30 Eastern, so that means it starts at 8:30 Central in Chicago. That means from 8:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. and later, there's consecutive 12 hours of football.
And you're a happy camper.
I almost pooped myself saying that out loud.
To be fair, though, that's exactly what the SCG Opens are.
Yeah.
I mean, so like anybody that's not necessarily like a traditional sports fan, but if they
Sports ball is American football.
No, sports ball is a term that a couple of our friends group, people in our friends group use. It's all encompassing. Sports ball could be hockey, golf, tennis, basketball, baseball, football, soccer, football,
Yeah.
soccer. Yeah, they don't have football.
Hey, the Lions are the Lions are 5-2. I'm a Lions fan, which may be good or bad, but
I mean,
you know.
I can't talk. I'm a Panthers fan, so.
Well, you beat us.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so we're
I know
still
that.
resolving shuffles.
Yeah. How many shuffles did you resolve?
A lot.
Yeah. A few. There's been a few. Hey, when the Patriots have gone over there, they have a big following.
Yeah, winners. People love winners.
Yeah. Patriots. It's like the Cowboys.
I have no shame.
Have the Cowboys done anything in recent years?
No, but
Yeah,
they're
but they still got a big.
They're 6-1. They're America's team.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
All right, so we have 7 cards for each. Can we throw?
Why
YouTube
would you
links
admit to
here?
being a Lions fan?
I'm okay with that.
I said Panthers fan.
Yeah. No, me. So we have 2 keeps. Turn 1, Underground Scene to Ponder.
Yeah, and Rager, you can be very judicious with what you do post because if it's not good, the banhammer can come down.
If it's the naughty.
Yeah. So we try to keep this shit clean. I'm entertained by that. So yeah, you can definitely throw epic music. Yeah, as long as it doesn't start turning into a shit show in the chat with links, then I really don't care. But
did you see who's here? It's gonna happen.
I mean, well, I'll just ban Stefan.
Yeah.
It doesn't particularly bother me too
Yep.
much. I'll unban him later.
Yeah. We have
But-
So we have a turn 1.
Yep. All right. So
Well, no second land though.
no, Phil. But I mean, Phil can kind of sandbag him, which is I think fine. I see also a Lion's Eye Diamond. So
Pithing Needle
Pithing
maybe.
Needle.
Oh, he says, hold on.
Yeah, he can respond to it casting. Yeah. How does one keep shit clean? It's not hard. You just sterilize it. Done.
Yeah, put it in a bag.
You could sterilize it and then petrify it, and then it's not going to go anywhere. And it's just a solid clump, and you've got a rock at that point.
Yeah, you got a nice paperweight.
Yeah.
Party gag. Always the fun stuff.
I mean, hell,
Trigger.
you can with
Stop flip.
no. I mean, with elephant poop, you can have snowball fights with elephant poop. It's a thing
I'm
because
hungry.
elephant poop is actually pretty clean.
What? Okay.
So swinging in for 1.
That.
No?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, at his draw. At his
At his
draw.
draw step.
Okay. He's V clicking. So let's see if we've got a response from Phil.
Nope. We got a Cabal's Therapy.
That's a hand.
That is quite the hand.
That is a hand that yeah.
Wiley said something to the stream
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
Phil is winning this turn, I think. So 1, 2, yeah, I think he had. Oh, so he's just gonna wait. He's like, I don't need to win this go.
He's got a stifle. Take the stifle.
Yeah,
Stifle.
take the stifle, and then if he draws a force, and he's gonna see whatever he's gonna see in this scenario. If I'm Wiley, I almost and I do reveal a force. Like I see a force, I almost don't reveal it.
Yeah.
Just because. All right, so we're gonna get in for 4 here. Just because that could end up being a blowout.
Yep.
So, and I imagine we're gonna see one of the Tarmogoyfs come out. Yep. Which is not particularly big. Wiley gonna go ahead and crack that fetch. He's gonna go down to 19. So right now we got land instant sorcery. So yeah, Infernal Tutor did get clicked away. Texas Rager. Also, fun fact, Texas Rager. We are actually using the Dallas server for Twitch right now because the Chicago server is down.
Yep.
So, fun fact for you. Fact for you. We're coming.
Yeah.
It's like we're coming to Texas.
Wiley revealed his hand because Phil top decked a duress and played it.
Yep. Well, he drew a duress off the click. So click moved it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's kind of a top deck. So Phil really needs to do something now.
That board is
Wiley's got 1 card in hand, so he doesn't have to be worried about force. There's no Deathrite Shamans to do anything. He can Abrupt Decay now if he wants. All right, so he just passes. All right, so there's a Daze, which is going to flip the Delver. However, now he's getting to look several cards deep. There was a Fetch, and that was a Ponder. So
I hope you do not have Ebola.
yeah, I don't. Oh, all right, done. Sorry, guys. So Goyf is sorcery instant land, so he's a 3/4. All right, cool. And we're gonna see a swing here. Yeah, because so Wiley can't. Actually, he can't get his storm count high enough. Wiley fetching here, I don't actually like that. That drops him down to 18. That's an entire storm that Phil no longer has to get to. So I'm suspect on that. Yeah. So guys, I'll definitely look into getting a Tarmo dice. You'll have to deal with the overlay for right now. Dice is another thing that I do have. I'm actually going to be special ordering.
14 to get extra card.
He's at 4. Okay. Thank you, Deadpool. Appreciate that.
Deadpool. Hoo-hoo.
All right. So I think if Phil draws a spell that he can cast, I think Phil just wins now. Right? Because he's got 7 cards. One of them we know is he drew the land. He played the land, so that was the card that he drew last turn. Then he's got an Abrupt Decay in hand. But past that, so if he draws a spell that he can cast, then Phil wins because that's 7 spells.
Yeah.
I mean, Wiley's got a Daze, but that doesn't matter now. I guess he doesn't have Threshold, so maybe he can't get up to the mana. Because those are 2 Cabal rituals.
Yeah. Tyler is
So-
playing in the tournament right now. He's not streaming.
Yes. Spike more. Yeah, Tyler. We'll try to get Tyler next week. Jen, you're not cutting it for Spike more.
That's fair.
Spiky.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'll deal with that.
So we're gonna see 3, 6,
9.
9.
3, 6, 9. Damn it.
Fine. Another home run one more time. Get low. Get low. Get low. Get low.
Oh, he drew a petals. That counts.
Did he?
Yeah. Oh, no, did he have the petals in hand? Oh yeah. Here
Yeah,
he
he
is.
already had a pedal. Tyler, are we right? We'll try next Thursday, guys. We'll do something. Actually, no. Next Thursday, we're gonna have a special guest. It's actually one of the guys that shows up and stream every once in a while. Warmac is his handle and stream. He's actually going to be in town. Simon, he's going to be streaming with me on Thursday. So we'll see about on Monday if I can get Tyler. I'll ask that.
You know, too much gin for anybody is bad, bad.
Yeah.
I'm okay in small doses. Right
Yeah,
now.
I don't know. I'll still make the joke again. I want you to be named Whiskey because I'd like you better. Nobody likes gin. Juniper berries. I don't. What can you even eat a juniper berry normal? Jack, can you eat a juniper berry normally? Oh, so that was a dark red.
Yeah. Look, Phil got excited again. He's starting to shuffle. Here we
Things-
go.
things are
Here we
actually-
go. Woo! We're doing
We'll do
this.
this. All right, it's a
We have
storm.
Let's do it. 1,
Storm at 2.
2, 3.
Storm at 3. Storm at 4. Let's see. What we got? Come on, Phil. Do some things. Storm at 5. So he's only going to make 3 mana there because Threshold's not there. So he's got, looks like 4 black floating. Storm at 6. 5 black floating. And he's got a day. Well, okay, never mind. He's got shit tons of mana there. So he's going to Abrupt Decay to get Storm up to 7. Yep. Can't counter that. And then we're going to Ad Nauseam Tendrils at there. So I think we're going to see Phil. Storm is at 8. I think we're going to see Phil. Days? Make a lot of mana.
Crack all the lands. There we go.
All right. So Phil gets it.
Yep.
Yep. And they were saying that Phil not going to be able to do it. But Phil plays a lot of Storm.
Yep.
Plays a lot of Storm. All right, so I'm going to just put that back down to 2 because it's generally by the time we actually see them going off, Storm's generally at 2. So I'm going to kick this back up so you can see your pretty face again, Jen. And I'll be right back to try to go find somebody else.
Do you think we have enough time? There's like 10 minutes left.
There's people playing Miracles, so yes.
Yes, I forget. There's somebody playing
And
Miracles.
if we give them a 5-minute extension, they're all about that. So.
Oh, man. So, we're going to see if we can get another match for you guys. Sorry, it'll probably be Miracles because that's the only matchup that we have that'll take forever. Yeah, Phil is very good with Ant, and it's good. It's cool to see good Storm players play because they can get out of situations where you think they're dead. Even in Game 2, you can see that he was maneuvering around what Wiley had and pretty much almost top decked. There were a couple of cards he could have top decked for the win. It would have been pretty cool. We're gonna see what Mark can find. Who knows if Miracles is too far in, or if they're just starting game 3, we might just skip and just try to entertain you guys with stuff off the stream. Let's see. Halloween's coming up. All the scary movies are on TV. I will say I watched 2 incredibly horrible scary movies yesterday. Scary is not the term, just annoying and dumb. But yet, I don't know why, can't seem to shy away from horrible horror movies. The 2 movies I saw yesterday were The House on Haunted Hill, and then, to the biggest surprise I've ever had, the sequel to House on Haunted Hill, called Return to House on Haunted Hill. It was the best 4 hours of my life because I laughed my ass off the entire time.
So, wait a second. Are we talking original House on Haunted Hill, or are we talking about...
No, the horrible remake.
Oh, the original one with Vincent Price? Big fan.
Yeah.
As everybody should be. Because Vincent Price, creepy son of a bitch.
Yeah.
All right, so...
What's my favorite scary movie? The movie that scared the piss out of me is the Japanese version of The Ring. That one is scary. The American version is scary enough, but the Japanese version is just... Actually, no, the Japanese version of The Grudge might be the scariest movie I've ever seen. There are a few movies that I refuse to watch because I'm too afraid. I hear Cannibal Holocaust is...
Cannibal Holocaust?
Yeah. It is a...
What is that?
From what I understand, it's a movie based on 3 guys, or 2 guys and 1 girl. They go to the wilderness to scout out indigenous tribes, and they find one. And at first it starts out like a documentary, but then very slowly they get deeper and deeper into the tribe and realize they're a bunch of cannibals.
Is it like Troll Hunter?
I've never seen Troll Hunter.
It's good. Watch that.
Okay. And then they started filming. It was kind of like it's a little bit Blair Witchy, but there's one scene in it where they just it looks like they literally ate the person, one of the people from the movie, and it was so real that there was a lawsuit to the makers of the movie that said, "Is this cast member really dead?" And she had to come back, or was it he? I forgot which one. They had to come to court and say, "Look, I'm really alive. It really was just a gruesome movie."
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. All right, so guys, I'm
what up, Mark Wilson?
What? Hey man, how you doing? All right, so guys, I'm gonna go ahead and preface this. So
Greg says it's not scary, just outdated gore porn.
Yeah.
That might be true. I guess when I saw it, I was freaked out by it.
Oh, Pino, did you leave? I didn't see him out there. All right.
Yeah, weren't you here earlier today?
All right. So guys, it looks like it's going to be Burn Splashing Treasure Cruise versus Ant for the finals.
That'll be the fastest matchup ever.
So do you guys? So let me go ahead. Yeah, Ant did win.
Yep.
So let me put that out there. Do you guys want to see that match on camera? They're going to be undefeated. Those are going to be the 2 undefeated players. If not, we can definitely get some other people.
Yeah.
Which is really funny because we should have more than just them undefeated. But
the
all the draws.
Yeah.
All the draws. So so Deaf Mute, what do I do to keep my my foils in shape? Honestly, I double put the shoes down. Put the shoes down. I don't even know whose those are.
I want them.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm trying to answer a question. Jesus. So I double sleeve all my cards, which actually helps. All right. So we'll get the burn deck on camera. Yeah. So Deaf Mute, I double sleeve all my cards, which helps a lot. And then after, if I know I'm not going to be playing for a little bit, I take the entire deck out and actually just put a pretty heavy book on top of them, and try to also make sure that the area that I'm keeping my cards in has a dehumidifier going on, so that way the humidity does not get to them and start warping everything. And if everything's not, if it's not a humid area, that's just good for your cards in general. So I'm going to Instead of miracles, can we watch you guys talk for 50 minutes and 5 turns? Maybe.
I'm pretty sure you don't want that.
Yeah, I don't. We probably start making out before the end of that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm full of horrible crap.
Yeah.
Both figuratively and literally.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go let Phil and Kyle know that they're gonna be on camera.
Okay.
And so that way there's no delay once announcements start.
Okay.
And
I will regale more stories of scary movies.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
How about what's the frozen Nazi one? That's like it's like a Scandinavian film about Jew gold and Nazis, kind of Nazi zombies.
No, don't know that one.
Dead Snow. Dead Snow. Good one. It's on Netflix. Watch it.
Dead Snow. Anybody see Dead Snow? Echo. 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 Horror movies. You know, it's funny. I'm not like gore. Like, you know, like gory movies are weird. I guess I was like, when I was younger, they freaked me out. I guess just because I saw Cannibal Holocaust at a younger age, it freaked me out. Like the Candyman series was gory. That didn't really freak me out. You know, like gory stuff just kind of makes me laugh, to be honest with you. It's really bad. Nazi zombies in the winter. I don't know. Mark just came out here saying he thought it was hilarious. So who knows? Maybe he's wrong. Bad? Okay. Like psychological thrillers are okay. Oh man, which one, like, you know, okay, I'll take this back. Hostel freaked me the fuck out because it was just a little too gruesome and too real for me. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, that is awesome. That is always good. Yeah, I thought that movie was great. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there hasn't been a really good scary movie in a long time. I heard The Descent was really good. It was really scary. Yeah, somebody playing against Jesse's Tendency. That's pretty scary. I will say, in old standard, they have some restored when the first Hexproof deck came out. Turn 1 Abundant Growth always scared me. Mark, The Winter Soldier is not a scary movie.
Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
No, Dead Snow.
No, people were saying it was bad.
No, it's a terrible movie. I wasn't saying it was actually like scary. It's just hilarious.
Oh,
There's a guy that gets a Blumpkin in an outhouse, and then
for the readers at home or viewers at home,
they can look it up.
Explain Blumpkin.
They can look up what Blumpkin means, but so he's in an outhouse getting a Blumpkin, and then it finishes, but then he dies.
I like it.
But then he dies.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Gone in 60 seconds. Nice. We need to do a Nick Cage marathon. Not the bees! Ah, the bees! It's probably the
goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious.
Inconvenient truth.
All right, so this actually should be kind of fun. Yeah, so again, these guys are the only undefeated pair. They're trying to figure out with their breakers if they can split. Either way, they're going to play it out on camera for us.
Because there's so many other draws.
So...
Mark, do you have any DC promo Woolly Thoctars?
Cruz. So, okay, so that's Wilson. So I was
Who's Wilson?
Wilson
Hunter.
Wilson Hunter, notable player from the Southeast. Okay. He's been to Top 8 last Invitational. It was in Charlotte, I believe.
Okay.
So we went to college together. I was a tournament organizer for a little bit when I tried to get a Magic club at our school going.
Oh God!
And Wizards said,
Spike Mo. I don't know if I can repeat that.
And so, oh God. Anyway, I'm going to finish my story, and then, because that is inappropriate.
That was awesome.
Man,
so many Wilsons in the stream.
Yeah, so so I was a tournament organizer. Wizards sent me an ungodly amount of promo Woolly Thoctars and promo Sprouting Drynaxes. Nice. So I just had them, and I was like trying to give them away left and right. Now I'm sure they're worth money, and I feel bad about doing it, but you know, what can you do?
You know, we had a girl who didn't know what teabagging was, so we told her we'd do it to her the next day.
Oh, God.
So we all brought a tea bag, we threw it at her face, and she thought that was really what it was.
Oh,
And we just left it
you
alone.
guys are terrible people.
Hey, it could have been worse. We could have actually done it.
Oh, God. Told her not to go. Oh, how did this get the... Oh, because I said something about a Blumpkin.
You said a Blumpkin.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. The
man.
Hercules sit-up is one of the funniest jokes, too. We did it on some guy. Oh, man.
This is like the bus ride to high school all over again.
Yeah.
Middle school, high school. This is like the bus ride. This is great. We're sitting in the back of the bus just talking about stuff.
Wilson is bringing up all these OG stories.
Well, that was because that apartment was like the worst thing on the planet. It was disgusting. It was not a good place you wanted to be. It was like the quintessential bachelor pad. Yeah. You know how Mike is living in Kyle's living room right now?
Sure.
Kyle was living in our living room. Yeah.
We are keeping this clean. We have not said anything. Oh, you're talking about...
Yeah, we're totally keeping this relatively clean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like Nick Cage. Pretty bad topics.
I don't know. What was I saying? I was saying that in reference to, like, having just a flood of links come in.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I thought they were Irish goggles, not Arabian goggles.
What?
What?
Arabian goggles?
I thought it was Irish goggles. All right.
I don't know.
Anyway, back to... Okay.
Match is starting.
Turn one, Scalding Tarn.
Oh, Burring Cruise is what I have his deck as right now.
Oh, G-Probe.
So Kyle doesn't have a turn one play, which seems really weird to me. Oh, because I guess he can just bolt.
Yeah,
at the end.
yeah.
All right. Burring Cruise. That's pretty sweet, though. There we go. Burning Cruise.
Treasure Burn is better.
You like Treasure Burn?
Whatever.
All right, chat. Treasure Burn or Burning Cruise? Let us know. Let us know. All right, so he's going to get an Eidolon down on turn 2. That seems really good.
Yeah.
Like, like Phil.
Kron DCG, you got that.
Can he do anything? So he's got a lot of damage here. So Lightning Bolt.
National Treasure.
I'm okay with that, too. So Phil at 17. Kyle, he's at 14 at the end of the turn, basically. Then that Eidolon comes out.
He's like, please play your Storm deck.
Phil needs to do something about that, or else bad things happen. No, he fetched up an island.
Yeah, interesting.
I mean, because he saw the price of progress.
Yeah.
So.
Brainstorm.
Oh God, this is bad.
What if he
this
wins? He wins right now?
He has to. Like, I mean, he can. He absolutely can. I mean, Storm's at 2.
Should we do it?
No, I'm not going to name it National Treasure. I would name it Waterworld over National Treasure. Oh, God. There's a lot of fire in Waterworld.
Ironic, right?
Yeah. So, oh, man, if Phil goes off, I'll still get really excited because that would be awesome. Kyle would just be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you just passed the turn? Oh, okay, which is fine. All right. Because then there's 2 more things Eidolon can't hit. So
does he Lightning Bolt every turn?
Yeah, he wants to try to get this over as fast as possible. So Lightning Bolt, he's going to go down to 14. And then we're going to see that Eidolon come into play, unless Kyle rips something way better off the top, which I doubt he will. There's the Treasure Cruise. He's going to be able to use that probably pretty soon. Kyle's going to go down to 18.
So would he get a Steam Vents?
Why would he get a Steam Vents when he could get a Volcanic Island?
I forgot we're playing Modern or Legacy. This is Legacy, people.
Yeah. So interesting here. Kyle gonna have to. He's gonna take 2 off this price of progress if he ever cast it, which I doubt he will.
Yep.
There's the Eidolon. All right, so
we're doing Nick Cage movies, Spigmo. Not
Battlefield Earth. I can get behind a John Travolta flick. Yeah. Oh, Kyle. Yeah. Like, this is not a normal deck for Kyle, or else everything would be foiled if it was. All of his fetches are foiled, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still hasn't bought the foils into Carl lands.
No, he's trying to trade for him.
Is he?
Yeah, we've had a couple of friends like Nick, who's opened 3 foil fetches in like 8 packs.
Nick has? Nick has?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I have no idea where I am right now. I'm just blah 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 blah.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He has no idea.
Say
But
that
yeah,
was
no.
fine.
So Pat Runkin, yeah, he's got Kyle. Most of Kyle's cards are foil. So Phil dropping down to 13 here off that fetch. Really playing around the old price of progress. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a thing. What are you looking at, Jen? You reading chat?
Yep. Face off. I like it.
Yeah, nothing like Battlefield Earth. It's fucking Scientology shit. Is it?
No.
I don't know about that.
Oh, we got duress. Take 2. Take 2. Take 2.
Wait, what? Why is he taking 2?
Clear duress.
Not Thoughtseize.
Eidolon.
Oh! Oh, and a preordained. So sorry, Phil's at 9. Oh, look at that. I pay attention. Jen, you're supposed to fucking pay attention for me.
Sorry.
God damn it, Jen.
I was too busy thinking about Nick Cage movies.
I know. I know.
I mean, besides Ghost Rider.
So, Chain Lightning.
Chain Lightning.
Phil going to go down to 6 here. Kyle going to go down to 16.
Oh, did he really? L. Ron Hubbard wrote Battlefield Earth?
So I wonder if there's almost merit here where he cracks the Lotus Petal to shoot Kyle back just so it makes his storm count go, like the amount that he has to storm, lower, because that plays into the Eidolon. So
yeah, but can he storm at 6 with an Eidolon out?
So and it looks like he's okay. He took the fire.
Yeah.
Okay, took the fire blast with the rest. So Phil's at 3 now, and Kyle is at 14. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. So he has to get less storm. Well, I mean, now he can't. Phil can't really do anything because he's at 3 life. But yeah. So yeah, because it looks like Kyle would have treasure cruised in the end of the turn. So Kyle's gonna get game 1. Yeah, that was rough. That was Eidolon turn 2. Eidolon is pretty good. Yeah. That being said, I mean, Ant can definitely be faster than Burn. So, yeah, this should be good. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see how they sideboard.
We'll see. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, I don't even know. He's definitely a good scam artist. What are we doing?
Talking about L. Ron Hubbard.
Oh, for making Scientology.
Yeah.
How do we get? God, like this has been great. We went from like Blumpkins to Nick Cage to Battlefield Earth to Scientology.
I like it.
I am happy with how this how this has played out.
Yep.
All right, so this is good.
Yeah, man.
Did you steal my phone?
Nope.
You stuck it in my pocket. You're terrible. How is that miscut?
Tops.
No. Yeah, whatever. It's good.
Yeah. Hey, Stefan, just so you know, Raul has posted a slightly miscut Siege Rhino on Facebook. If you want it, go get it.
Who's posted that?
Raul.
No, but who are you telling that to?
Stefan.
Does Stefan like miscuts?
Oh, Stefan loves weird shit.
I know what B-Jog likes. B-Jog Dennis, my hero. You know, wait. Might just be B-Jog Den is my B-Jogden? B-Jogden is my hero? I don't know.
How much is a Blumpkin these days?
In Chicago area? I don't know. Maybe about $30.
I don't know. If I'm tired, I'll do it for free.
Yeah, B-Jog Dennis, my hero. He likes mud. Do you know what I like?
Mud.
I like mud as well. That's why we're best friends.
Yep.
It depends on if you ate Mexican before. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, BJ Ogden is my hero. Thank you.
Oh, BJ? Oh. Oh, yeah. That makes a little bit more sense.
Biog Dennis, my hero.
I thought it was B-Jog Dennis, my hero. I like that.
Like, oh, he's some European dude named Biog.
You know, it's fine. It's fine. Looks like Phil's done sideboarding. Kyle, on the other hand, still getting it good.
Oh, look. Apropos of today's conversation.
Just a hint of the wang.
Yeah. Neil Patrick Harris. Just a hint of the wang. Describing his Gone Girl nude scene. It's not a nude scene. You just see some ass.
Yeah.
That was nice.
But we've already established that you much prefer Ben Affleck's
Oh,
ass.
Bat Butt? Absolutely.
So Bat Butt over Dr. Butt.
Yes. Bat Butt for sure.
But does it change the fact that he was a underage doctor at the time? I don't know. You're kind of creepy, Jim, especially with that facial hair going on. So.
Well, you know what they say. Old enough to pee, old enough for me.
Oh, God.
That's from a movie. That's from a movie. Rules of Attraction.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Simo, it's okay. We're talking, this is all loosely related to Magic.
Yep.
Treasure Cruise.
I like butts. Stefan, if you're friends with Raul on Facebook, he posted it as a post.
All right. So, let's see. So, players drawing their 7.
Yep, they're done sideboarding.
Oh, there's an Eidolon. So, if Kyle has a way to cast this is a keepable hand. It doesn't look like
he's got a volcanic and then something else.
Does he have 2 lands?
Yeah, it's volcanic. It's volcanic and
no, that's not a volcanic. That's a lightning bolt. And it looks like he's got a Grafdigger's Cage. Ooh, yeah. So he is.
Well, Phil is going down to 6.
Looks like Kyle's keeping. That's ballsy. I mean, so he can go turn 1 Grafdigger's Cage here, which is fine.
Yeah, man, the Bat Nips Schumacher Batman suit, that was pretty crazy.
Oh God.
Ooh, Bat Pasties, I like it.
This chat has just gotten way dark. Did you see what?
It's not dark.
Did you see what Dennis, my hero, said?
Yes.
That's if there's no grass on the
Dennis,
field,
you are my hero
and
too.
play in the mud. What?
No, it's not Dennis, my hero. It's BJ Ogden is my hero.
No, not anymore. Just like Ukabaka Laka Lakato.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's the turn 1 Grafdigger's Cage. Oh, and he ripped a fucking Arid Mesa off the top like a champ.
Yeah.
This is like, oh God. Yeah. Pat Runkin.
Bad news for you, bud. Here's the land. Here's the Eidolon.
Yeah, Pat Runkin, we will 100% be in Jersey. So I know you're going to.
The cage is probably for whatever.
Pass and Flames.
Pass and Flames.
Yeah, so Phil does run Pass and Flames. That's a big one for him. And Cage stops that cold.
Okay.
So
does it also stop
quite relevant.
Tutor?
So apparently Phil does not have a way to get that Eidolon of Great Rebels out of his hand. So Kyle is just going to be sitting happy here. Oh, no! All right, so we're going to see there's another Grafdigger's Cage, so that's a thing. I imagine we're going to see Kyle go down to 19 here. And if we don't, I'll be really surprised. All right, so there's the crack of the fetch. Air Mason going to the bin, losing a life. I think we're probably going to see him get a Volcanic Island. Yeah.
Steam Vents.
Steam Vents? I don't know if we'll see him. He's got Volcanic Islands. So, Matt, do you think he's going to play the Eidolon here?
God.
Oh, turns out I was right. See, I thought he was going to go second Grafdigger's Cage Lightning Bolt for a quick second.
I think we would all shot him if he did that.
Jeez. Yeah, this is...
All right, Phil, it's your turn.
Phil's shipping it immediately black. So, all right, so we're going to see this Goblin guy that Kyle just drew come in. Kyle going to take 2, though. He's going to go down to 17 from that.
Swinging for 6?
Would
you attack?
They're 4, so he'd be swinging for 4.
Sorry, 4.
So we're going to see Phil go down to 17. Oh, he does. Phil has 4 Abrupt Decays in the board. So I imagine we're going to see an Abrupt Decay on Eidolon.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm trying to think. Man, Kyle should play Misdirection. That would be sweet. I know he has Flusterstorm out of the board.
In this deck?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Because he can cast it.
So is this before damage, assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So he's going to go down to 15 there. He's going to take 2 more from that from the Goblin Guide. So he's actually going to be at 13. So this is fine. If I'm Kyle, I think I'm just drop and burn now. I don't think I play that second cage. I don't think there's a reason to. So
Wilson is talking to Wilson. Oh, there's the second Grafdigger's Cage.
yeah. So all right, I don't know if I would have played the second Grafdigger's Cage. I think I would have taken him down another 3 points.
Is that another idol on his hand?
Is it? No, that's a Rift Bolt, I believe. I believe there's a Rift Bolt and a Lightning Bolt. But see, like I like taking him down to 10 because that makes his that's still a lot of life for his ad nauseum. But it's still 3 less than he would have had.
Yeah.
And I guess you're worried about like Chain of Vapors or something along those lines bouncing the Grafdigger's Cages. Yeah. So I guess there's 2 lines which are fine. Yeah. Like it's not the worst, but I would have liked to have seen it be a little bit. So this Ponder, I'd be surprised if it's not going to set up to have if there is a land have a setup so that land is flipped from a Goblin Guide here because it looks like he's about to ship the turn back. And maybe. Oh nope.
Oh.
All right, Storm's at 3. Here's the thing.
4.
Storm's at 4. And 5. That's a lot of mana now because there's threshold. That's
6.
a lot more mana.
Yeah.
7. Oh man, poor Kyle.
Kyle might be dead.
Poor Kyle. There's an Infernal. You just play out your hand, Infernal Tutor. Done. Which is so. What is that? Is that 8? Yeah, 8 with Infernal Tutor. So yeah, then he just gets Tendrils. That's enough to kill him. Oh, he's just chaining Infernal Tutors together. Okay, just to make sure Kyle doesn't have any sort of shenanigans. All right, so that's gonna be that, and we're gonna go to next game.
What does his champion hat say?
What now?
His
Champion of Slap 'em Done. Yeah.
Taps on bong?
Huh?
Nothing. It's a Rosa
What?
Peters joke.
What?
What?
You make a man out of my son?
Yep.
Thank you, Jen,
No problem.
for making a man out of my son.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Oh man, just a hit of the wing. That'll.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. There's a lot of. We shouldn't have let the. Yeah, don't even know. All right, unless you have Therapy Pro. All right, so Kyle's on the play here, which is pretty big. Blumpkin champion. What if Phil is the Blumpkin champion? And what does that consist of? Like the champion of receiving or giving? Or to be like a true like master champion, you have to be the best at both? What do you Jen, you're just looking. This is no time for Facebook.
It's always time for Facebook.
No, Jen.
I think it's the giving. Receiving is like whatever.
All right, so let's see what Kyle's got in his hand. I see a couple lands. I see a Null Rod.
Interesting.
So Null Rod.
Oh, it's an NBA. It's something NBA sports ball.
Yeah. What?
I saw an NBA symbol on the hat.
Oh, okay. So that Null Rod's interesting, and then I see a Pyroblast. What's he like? So just to disrupt his cantrips, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah.
But it looks like Phil's taking them all.
I mean, he took them all last game. Served him well.
Yeah. keep mauling, son.
Get it. Oh God. But yeah, no, I like the. Is he? I think he's trying to figure out his turns, but it looks like he's going to be able to go turn 1. He's going to be able to go to turn 1 Goblin Guide. He's going to be able to get 2 points of damage in there. Go turn 2 Null Rod. Null Rod's going to shut off a lot of things that help Phil, namely Lion's Eye Diamond, because being able to just sack your hand and play the Pearl Tutor pretty good. What are we doing?
Spike Mo. That was pretty good.
What are we looking at? Blumpkin champion?
No, NBA.
Oh God, I'm actually okay with that.
I'm very okay with
that. Because I'm terrible and I did not reset these life totals, Phil's going to go to 18. Preordain was flipped off the top for the reveal to the Goblin Guide. Phil going down to 17 now, off of a polluted Delta fetch. Polluted Delta fetch. Bet you gets a basic. Bet you gets a basic. Want to bet you gets a basic?
No.
You got a basic. Jen, come on, wake up. Wake up. I know you didn't get to have any cheesy poofs or fruity pebbles or Choco Puffs.
I need some cheese puffs.
No, you're not getting any cheesy
Come on, I want cheesy puffs!
No, cheesy puffs!
High five.
So that's a top.
Yep.
That's a... Alright, so... Top's not the best in this match. I mean, it's going to let him set up, but it should be pretty fast.
No.
Oh, and the no rod still fucking just
Yeah.
shuts it down.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to see a crack of the fetch. Kyle going to go down to 19. God. Jen going to eat some cheesy poofs because he's a bad person.
Dude, these are forever. I'm just helping out.
Oh my god.
They expired.
You're going to get us in trouble. You're a terrible
They haven't
bad
expired
person.
yet. We're okay. Oh my god, I just came
Into the cheesy poofs.
onto the cheese booths.
Why'd you bring it over? You could just grabbed a handful and then said, we're done.
No.
Or you could just eat that one. Oh, goodness. Alright, so here's a null rod coming down. See if Phil's got a response. Something that tells me
Nope.
probably not. Swinging for 2. Reveals a land. That island's going to go into hand. Phil's going to go down to 15, though. So now if Kyle top decks a Eidolon, good things. I foresee good things. So because I'm pretty sure he's got another thing. So, all right, so preordained. Kyle does have another land, so he's going to be able to do a lot next turn. But yeah, Pat Runkin, I definitely do agree that I don't really like him leaving top in this matchup. Granted, he doesn't know that Kyle has Null Rod, and if Kyle's got a slower hand, then I think it's fine. But that Null Rod really, really does hurt things here. So another land coming down from Phil. So we know that's out of his hand. That was the same one that he drew. More than likely. Kyle's drawing a Chain Lightning here. I think we're just going to see a lot of burn get out of his face at this point. So to see a duress flip, yeah, Kyle, I'd argue, is probably wanting to flip as much, get as much of this burn out of his hand now. He's going to go down to 13 off of the attack. Then he's going to go down to 10 from that Chain Lightning. And then he's just going to pass turn. So we know that Kyle's got the Pyroblast in hand. Phil going down to 9. Very relevant. Multiple 3. This game could technically end next turn. He really wants to get this duress out of Kyle's hand. Fetching the Polluted Delta for... Cracking the Polluted Delta, excuse me. He's not fetching it up for Swamp. I can't imagine he's going to do anything else but play that duress that he just flipped. Yeah, so Seymour Butts talked as saying he expected Ant to bring in ley lines. I actually completely agree. Like bring in the ley lines of sanctity and say hashtag yellow swag, can't touch nothing, brush his shoulders off, and then keep going, which I think would be fine.
I like cheesy poofs.
I know you like cheesy poofs. Cheesy poofs. Cheesy poofs. Cheesy poofs. Cheesy poofs.
So what do you have? We have a Red Elemental Blast.
Oh, so it looks like he's got a treasure. All right, so he's got treasure, or is that a Fluster? Oh no, that's Flusterstorm.
Yep.
All right, so this is really interesting. Oh wow. So if Phil doesn't go for the duress first, and I have to imagine he's going to, Phil's got the very real possibility of just getting blown out. Like if he walks into this Flusterstorm, that's really bad. All right, there's the duress. There's the duress. So Kyle's pretty safe from him not killing him this turn. Just simply because of he doesn't have any more black sources. That was the land that he played for this turn. Well, I guess technically if Phil's got a Chain of Vapors, then he can bounce the No Rod, but then Kyle's also got the Pyroblast in hand now. So if Kyle rips something that will do 3 damage, then if Kyle rips something that will do 3 damage, he wins. That's a Goblin Guide. Only does 2 damage. Oh boy. Oh, this is interesting. If Phil goes, because this gives Phil a turn now. Phil flipping a Ponder, gonna go down to take 4 from that. Gonna go down to 5. Oh boy. Oh boy. So Kyle can get Phil down to 1 here. But I don't think he's not going to, yeah. There's no reason to do that. Oh boy. So Phil has to go for it this turn. Oh man. Oh boy. So if you're Kyle, do you Pyroblast this? I think you do.
Yeah. Well, the result.
Okay. Because I guess it's almost baiting from Phil to Pyroblast that.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to think, like, what else are you shooting with the Pyroblast? Like, am I just forgetting, like, a key card that just happens to be blue? I don't think I am.
Maybe a
So,
brainstorm? No.
no, I mean, you got Brainstorm, Preordained, Ponder. Those are your 3 targets. So I don't know why Kyle doesn't fire this off. I guess he's saving it for, he's saving it for a possible Chain of Vapors. That's the only thing I can think so. Yeah, Kron, that's what we're talking about now. I think he's saving it. I think he's saving it for a Chain of Vapors. That's the only thing that I can think that he's saving it for. The important thing to note, Kyle's at 19 here, so Phil has to get to a storm count of 10, and not have a lot of things like go for him. Ad nauseum is pretty bad now. He might get 1 draw off of it. Yeah, he can't crack an LED, so he's got to be able to empty his entire hand. So LED is going to add to the storm, but yeah. Oh, and that's very true too. As chat's mentioning, the Red Blast would add to the storm count, making Phil's job a lot easier. So I think that's perfectly fine. Yeah. So if Phil has to go off this turn though, like, right? There's no way that he just does not die if he doesn't go off. Because because Kyle puts him down to 1 with just the Goblin Guides, and yeah, all right. He can make 2 small turns? Oh, I guess that's true. So he could go off as far as he possibly could with Tendrils, gain a bunch of life, and making Kyle's job pretty hard.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry.
So he's got to be able to do something. So thought really hard and long about that Ponder. Decided he didn't like the 3 cards. They didn't make him win, which I think in this scenario, that's what you're shooting for.
Yep. Kyle did the double cross fingers.
Yeah. So I guess there's a series of cards that makes him win. Storm right now only at 1.
Kyle says, "You know what? Hold on. I'm not just going to cut. I'm going to shuffle."
Yeah. All right, so Phil's going for it. So let's get the old trusty storm counter out. Storm is not at 2, but I imagine it's going to be very shortly. All right, let's see. There. All right, there it is. A 2, 3, 4. Four bunch of black mana floating, 3 black mana, a lot more black mana. No, he's not at threshold. So okay, so you only netted 1 black mana from there. Now he's at threshold. Now that goes up a lot. So he's at 6, and then 7. So he's gonna Tendrils for 8. Nope, he can get 1 more. He can get 1 more, so he can Tendrils for 9. Putting Kyle to 1.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that is a wow. That is a wow. So if he sees, because he should have that line. Oh no, he doesn't. Sorry, because he had to use 2 of the mana that was there. That mana was representative before he spent the 2 there. So so he's only going to be able to storm for 8. Yeah, so he has to get Tendrils. That's gonna put Phil to 21, which is definitely gonna make. But Kyle's also got 4 damage a turn on the board. Well, if he can't get another.
Tutor, right?
Yeah, no, he can't get another tutor. Unless he got something else. All right. He must have something else planned because Storm's at 8. Oh, okay. Sorry, he had 1 untapped land, so he can tendrils for 9. So Kyle gonna take 18. Go down to Kyle gonna take 18. Go down to 1. And we're gonna see Phil go up to 23. So yeah, so here if Kyle had played that Red Blast earlier, Kyle would be dead.
Huh.
So, which is very, very relevant. Oh, so here's a Swift Spear. Wow, okay. So we're gonna see an attack for 5, and there's the Chain of Vapors. So very relevant here. Phil's actually at 18. Let me let's go ahead and get that corrected. Just shipping it back. We know that he's got that Chain of Vapors in hand. There is a okay. So Kyle has to be very careful here because if Phil didn't know about that, so because if Kyle did not have that red elemental blast, then Phil would have been able to Chain of Vapors the Null Rod. It's taken 6. Chain of Vapors the Null Rod, and then Cracked Petal to shoot Chain Lightning back at Kyle. So
Wow.
oh man, is that
There's a scoop.
oh yeah, because of the Fire Blast that he has in hand. So Kyle pulling that out by the
Top decking like a fiend.
by the hair of his chinny chin chin. All right, so I'm going to go try to find another match, Jen. I'm going to bring this back to you. Oh, no. So, what, you don't want them to see the cheesy poofs? I'm putting them away, Jen. So I'm going to try to get another match. And then don't forget, guys, as long as Jason didn't wander off again, we're going to get him to do a deck tech on his Grixis Tezzeret painter. So, be right back. Jen, chat up a storm.
I get it. Because we just watched Storm.
Didn't even mean it.
Yep.
Didn't even mean to do that.
Alright, so you just watched a pretty cool game between Ant and Treasure Cruise, Burning Cruise, Treasure Bird, National Treasure, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to see if there's anything left. Otherwise, we might get Jason here to do his deck tech with the Grixis Painter deck, which seems pretty popular from the chat. So just a little bit about this operation. We might start streaming Legacy, Limited, and we might start streaming Standard and Modern. Limited might be a little harder because we're going to try to figure out how to do like an over-the-shoulder camera. But we should be able to do Standard easily. So we will try to get a Standard stream going probably Sundays.
All right. So the Burn Storm matchup took longer than the Miracles matchups.
That is ridiculous.
There's one game going on, but we're gonna get the deck tech set up, and then we're gonna get Mr. Jason Huang.
Racist.
That's not racist. It's just different pronunciations. Huang, right?
Racist.
Huang. But I said Huang to him and he didn't correct me, so now I don't know who to believe.
He's just used to it.
Maybe.
He's beaten down Asian.
All right, so I'm going to be right back, so keep chatting away.
Okay.
Keep chatting away, and then by that time, hopefully, Jason will be
Spike
back.
Mo, take it easy. It's been good chatting with you.
Yep, Spike Mo, thank you for watching, man.
Yep. Thank you everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. You know, we there's a bunch of knuckleheads we might seem. We do try to put on a good stream for you guys. You know, I'm here because everybody else just wants to play. You can tell that my limited knowledge is not there yet. But Mark does work really hard to get here on time after work, set everything up, and be ready to go. So lots of props to Mark to come set this up. Thank you to MTG Card Market for let us come here and take up their storeroom right next to the bathroom. And it's a lot of fun. You know, a lot of people with a decently strong legacy showing here in Chicago, you can see a lot of decks out there. We have the normal stuff: Bug Delver, Rug Delver, Shardless Bug, Esper Stoneblade, Esper Deathblade. Then we have Burn, we have Painter, we have Mud. We've got some crazy brews from people. So overall, it's a very healthy group of decks that are in Chicago, and hopefully every time we stream, we'll see something new every time, and you guys continue to watch, and hopefully we will, continue to be entertaining. As much as we were here to have fun, we're also here to learn a little bit too.
Yes. No. Are you having serious talk?
Yeah.
Look at you having serious talk. Texas Rager. Burn did take the night, so he won. Get new tech TriCaster for streaming with multiple cams. All right. Let me. Is that a thing? I mean, we're gonna have. We eventually do plan on having a lot of different camera angles and whatnot. It's just a matter of. It's hard to get that set up because since we do travel store to store, it's just hard to. Oh well, he works for a production studio. All right, I definitely will, man.
Thank you.
But
BJ Ogden is my hero. Not Dennis, my hero.
Dennis, my hero, is my hero.
Dennis, my hero.
Yeah, so it's difficult since we do travel from store to store. I can't really set up a base of operations anywhere. If that was the case, I'd have a lot easier time. We wouldn't have this weird tilted angle because I'd actually mount something to the ceiling and just have something going here straight down. So there's
Texas Rager, yeah,
Black
come
Magic,
on by.
ATEM.
Come on by for spring break. We'll have fun.
Oh yeah, no, that would be totally cool.
Yeah.
All right. Kidding piece. Wait. Oh yeah. Bye, Wilson. Yeah. I will agree with that. I still am the jackass that I was in college. But you know what? I'm a jackass with a job and a higher degree. So
damn.
Yeah.
Got served.
Done. That's fine. Wilson's good. I like it. Did I miss anything else? Fun? Try the difference in the game with searching for basic island over volcanic. Height site is. I don't even know. Don't even know.
Is he setting up the?
Yeah, he's setting up the deck tech, so he should be back here in just a second. So what is this Black Magic ATEM that you're talking about? Hall of Fame for AT&T. What? Like a college hall? What? Oh, I mean, so right now, just because I've been having to funnel all my own money into this, I just built a streaming rig and a micro ATX form factor. So that's pretty mobile. And then the camera's got I've got my tripod and whatnot. I'm thinking right now I'm using a couple different Logitech cameras to get everything going. That's probably going to switch over to GoPros once I get a little bit better stuff. And then I'm hoping to get a tripod with a arm that actually goes out 90 degrees, so that way we can get something at vertical down. But eventually I would love to get it so that we can actually get hand cams, face cams, all that kind of fun stuff. Portable switcher for cameras and whatnot. All right, I'll look into it.
Yeah,
I gotta write all this shit down. I got a pen. I got some paper. So all right, let's see. All right, so
it looks like it's about done. So I'm gonna.
Black. You're gonna head out? You're not gonna
No,
chat?
no. I'm gonna let him sit down and.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll be back.
All right, we'll see you then.
Yep.
Let's see. Wait, is this the deck I see in the background? Let's see. Let's see here. No, that is Wilson. This seems to be your deck list here. What was the Lion's Eye Diamond for in the deck? Oh, okay, never mind. I guess just to win, right at the spot. All right. So no, it's a very similar list, I will say. So we got.
What's going on
Wilson Hunter's in the chat. He played Painter Stone to a top 8 finish, I guess, in Providence.
Oh, cool.
And so he was like, "Wait, is this the list?" Trying to take credit for your list.
Oh, yeah.
What's happening?
Is he the guy that played 6 blasts in the main board? Let me see the list.
I don't know. Let's see. In the main board.
Well, there's
So
a
there's
couple
a Pyro
of
Blast
differences.
and a Red Blast.
I did use. What I did is I pretty much pulled up.
Well,
all the painter
let's
lists.
look at it. Let's
All right,
look.
sure.
Done. Oh, we can't. Is
That's
that your
fine. We can
sideboard
see
down
all of them.
there?
Yeah, that's
All right, that's good enough. So I'm gonna let. All right, so I gotta copy some stuff. So I'm gonna let you talk about the deck, and then I'll interject with comments here in a second.
All right.
Does that make sense?
So I just start with the land base.
Yeah. So go ahead and look at the land base. What's your decisions? Like why the seats? I'm assuming those are for welder and whatnot, but.
Right. So the mana base, the mana requirements are actually pretty light. There's only, I believe, 4 double-colored cards, and there's 3 Baleful Strix, which requires blue-black, 1 transmute artifact that requires double blue. So I decided to cut all the Great Furnaces from the deck because you definitely want more blue-producing lands.
Just the various stuff that you have.
Yeah,
Like
blue is definitely the most.
so just to like make sure that you cast what Intuition and Brainstorm.
Right.
Is your deck like mostly Chinese?
It's getting there. I have maybe 40% because I got most of my Storm deck in traditional Chinese. So
Yeah. Is it traditional or simplified? See, Jin was saying simplified.
there's some cards that are only available in simplified, but when I can, I get traditional.
Okay, fair enough.
So let's go through the deck real quick.
I don't want to. I'm gonna keep interrupting you, Jason. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I'm gonna let you finish, but all right. Sorry.
So this is the second time I've played this deck in a tournament, and the first time I played 6 fetches and
What was your finish?
3-1.
3-1. Okay.
Yeah, I lost 1 match on camera.
Yeah. All right.
So tonight I believe I played against Death and Taxes, which I won 2-0. Then I lost to Deathblade 0-2.
Yeah. Then what'd you play after that?
I am trying to remember.
What'd you play in the 4th round?
I played Blue-Red Delver, which
Okay.
I think is a pretty bad matchup, but I drew very, very well. Oh, 3rd round I played against a black-green deck with Dark Rituals, Phyrexian Obliterator, Liliana's Dark Confidants, and Deathrite Shaman.
So was it like a rock?
Yeah, it was definitely like that.
Okay.
The 3rd game I won. The 2nd game I won because I misdirected a Maelstrom Pulse from my painter to 2 Dark Confidants.
Oh, that happens.
That was
That's
pretty
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
So one big thing is I took out the Force of Wills and I replaced them with misdirections because there are many things that you want to misdirect.
Yep.
In Force plays, I'd say 3 primary roles. It protects your permanents, your grindstones, and your painter servants
Yep.
against stuff like Swords, Plowshares, Lightning Bolt, or Abrupt Decay.
All
One
right.
of those can't be Force of Will. Another thing it does is it stops your opponent's powerful plays, such as, I don't know, Stoneforge Mystic, Infernal Tutor, things like that. So in those circumstances, misdirection is much worse than Force of Will. The third one is in the counter war. In this sense, misdirection plays almost the exact same role as Force of Will, except it can actually be better if there's many counters on the stack. Then
Yeah, because you can pick and choose what
Right.
gets countered.
you
yeah.
can actually get, if there's...
You can move their counter spell to another one of their counter
Yeah,
spells.
So in that respect, misdirection is a little bit better in the counter war, much better protecting your permanents from removal, and very, very bad at the third type.
All right, and so then only 3 ancient tombs, just because you're not trying to go. You want to be able to go explosive, but you're not.
Right, because I actually found that the damage I was taking from the ancient tombs was very significant. It definitely shortened my clock by a bit in a couple of the games.
Yeah, and you're also running 3 Mox Opal, I see. So
right,
I mean, like
those
that
are great. All
day, every day.
Yeah, 8 matches. They were great every single match. The worst case scenario, I used that as a Lotus Petal twice.
So 2 Flusterstorms main board.
Flusterstorms are very, very good. Because this deck is very fast, there's not many decks that... Well, there are a lot of decks that are faster, but I'd say in this metagame, a lot of the times we are the aggressor. And Flusterstorm is very good at fighting counter spells targeting your combo.
All right, and I'm also seeing 3 grindstones. I mean, obviously, I mean, like 3 is the magic number for
Intuition.
But
So having grindstone is not as good as having a painter by itself. I am not sure if this is correct. It's probably wrong, but I honestly couldn't find another cut, and I really wanted to play. I don't like to play 61 cards, so. And there were a lot of times where I actually drew a grindstone without a painter, and I drew the second grindstone, and that's just completely useless.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that. But I mean, like, I'm a big fan, and we saw you do it on camera, of turning grindstone against yourself,
Right.
especially when you're running top.
Oh yeah,
just to get some fresh looks.
It's also good even if if you don't have an active top, because it fuels your welders for later.
Okay.
So it's kind of like there's no reason not to grindstone yourself at the end of your opponent's turn if you have mana up. The 2 blue cards right of Intuition. One of them is Thirst for Knowledge. So I was just trying this card out. It's been okay. It draws 3 cards pretty much, discarding 1, which can be good for Welder. You can draw 3 at instant speed and then discard a combo piece and then put it into play at the end of your opponent's turn. The second card is Transmute Artifact, which has been pretty good in the last couple of matches. The issue with running more than 1 Transmute Artifact is that it is card disadvantage. Especially if you don't have a welder out, you have to sacrifice a card.
Yeah.
So moving on to the Black Splash. Actually, the reason I wanted to try the Black Splash first is that Nihil Spellbomb is awesome. Nihil?
I go Nihil.
Okay.
Or Nihil. Excuse me, I go Nihil. Sorry.
So that card is pretty good, especially with a welder. It removes their graveyard in case they have an Emrakul effect.
Yeah.
Which is also why I'm playing the 3 surgical extractions in the side. 3 being the magical number for Intuition.
So those are supposed to be part of your sideboard?
Right.
Are the Tezzerets in your sideboard?
Yes, Tezzerets I moved to the sideboard.
Okay.
I have yet to cast a single Tezzeret in 8 matches.
That would have been so good. Like, the matches we saw on camera, it would have been so good there, though. Like, did you bring them in, or?
I primarily have them in there to fight decks like Miracle.
Okay.
Because Miracles is very bad at interacting with Planeswalkers.
Okay.
And then also in the sideboard, there's 1 Ensnaring Bridge in order to get with Intuition and Welder. There are 3 Blood Moons, which I figured is very good in a Delver heavy meta.
Yeah.
Especially because then the decks that are going to fight Delver are going to be the mid-range 3-color decks. The 2 Ancient Grudges are great. I forget where I saw that from, but it's not my original idea. I saw it on the source.
Do you have a green source to
Mox Opal?
Mox Opal? Okay.
Yep.
All
So
right.
a lot of times there was actually a match where my opponent had 2 Chalice of the Void on 1. So at the end of his turn, I Intuition for 2 Ancient Grudges and a Mox Opal.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
All right, and then so 2 blue cards, Right of Intuition.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
Okay, all right. And then all right, so I just had another question for you.
6 Red Blasts in the main board.
Yeah, I mean those are. Well, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean a lot of the
They're pretty bad against the black-green deck, though.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, but I think that's a calculated risk. I mean, how many decks do you actually play in Legacy that don't have blue? Like, so they're going to be a completely dead card, and even then, you still have the Painter Servant. So
Right.
Yeah. So talk to me about the Baleful Strix.
The Baleful Strix has been pretty good because, again, in this very Delver-heavy meta, they have to use their removal spells on the Baleful Strix. Therefore, it's a 1 less removal spell you have to worry about for your Painter or your Welder. So I actually thought that you might want to overload the deck with targets for removal spells. And then you saw how great it is with Goblin Welder. Just every single turn, you draw 2 cards with Baleful Strix.
Yeah, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And then, so the Cephalid Emperors, is that what that is down there?
I think it's Lalawan Cephalid Empress.
So what is that for?
So what that one says is, when it comes into play, return all the opponent's blue creatures to their hand. So obviously, if you have a Painter, you name blue, they return all their blue creatures to their hand. And then opponent can't play blue creatures. So Painter plus that card is a hard
and it's just on opponents?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's 5 mana to put out. Is that
4
what I
mana.
saw? 4.
1 blue, 3 colorless.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
quite nice.
If anybody has any feedback, I'd love to hear it.
So I still quite like, but so you're really convinced on the 2 Flusterstorms?
I saw it in the last Painter Stone list that did very well at one of the SCGs.
Okay.
The one that's actually where I found the 6 Red Blast main plus 2 Flusterstorms. But he also ran 4 Force of Wills and ran the misdirections in the board.
Okay. So I do like misdirection.
Misdirections have been much better than Force of Will.
I'm not sold on the 2 Flusterstorms.
Flusterstorms are
one I'm
pretty
okay,
good.
but
Yeah.
like I don't know. That's just me though. It's just me. And is that 1 Chain of Vapors that I see?
Yeah, 1 Chain of
hiding?
Vapor on the
Okay.
bottom right. I'm actually waiting for my Spell Skite. It's a traditional Chinese Spell Skite to come in from the mail. So
Okay.
that will
Alright.
be a Spell Skite.
And so that's going to be Chain of Vapors is going to turn into Spellskite. And Snaring Bridge. Is that mostly for like the show and tell matchup, or
It actually, so it's good in the show and tell matchup, but also saved me against Death and Taxes. And this is actually one change I'm going to make when I go home. I'm going to put 4 Pyroblasts and 2 Red Blasts in the main board because with Ensnaring Bridge, you want to be able to Pyroblast some random card in
and
order
then
to just get it out of your hand.
fizzles.
Right.
Yeah.
Red Blast is you can't do that. It'll remain stuck in your hand. You could Red Blast your own Baleful Strix, I guess.
Yeah. No, that's okay, that's a very good point.
I didn't get to cast Blood Moon at all this tournament. That was very
No.
well. I cast it once, but then I lost.
No turn 1 Blood Moon.
Nope.
I'm trying to think. How do you turn 1 Blood Moon? Can
I don't think you can. If you had an LED, you could because then that's a 0 mana artifact. You need a 0 mana artifact for that to work.
Okay.
And you actually need 2 of them, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. It happens. So chat. Any questions for Mr. Jason while we got him here? Maybe a little bit. Maybe not a little bit. We don't even know. But now I'm just thinking. So since we're so Jeffrey, unfortunately we have no more rounds left, and Burning Cruise, as we called it,
Went 4-0.
Yeah, it won. I mean, it's good when you have just taking a key. That's all he did is take a coup from Modern. And,
Well, there was he told me there was one play where he played a Treasure Cruise and then drew 3 3-damage burn spells.
Yeah, he just got 9 points of damage off of it.
And he had a Swift Spear in play.
Yeah.
So that's
a lot.
13 points of damage, yeah.
So Kong's asking, what's your opinion on no, not Blue Red Delver. This is
Red
burn.
White. Red White Delver.
Painter. For Jeffrey.
Oh, okay.
For Jeffrey, it's not Blue Red Delver. It's just straight burn, splashing Treasure Cruise, much like the
And Flusterstorm in the board.
Oh, and Flusterstorm on the board.
I don't even think he's playing Brainstorm.
No, he's not.
Oh.
No, it's exactly the burn list, and I think he took out.
Would Probes be good in that list? Just to pump.
Maybe, but I think you want as much burn as you possibly can, just to make your Treasure Cruises that much better.
I was thinking about going up to 3 Sensei's Divining Tops.
Yeah. So Kong. Back to Kong. Your question. It's you're asking about your opinions on Red White Painter.
I haven't played the list, but what I'm imagining is it's very, very different. So what I've noticed with the red heavy lists is that they're more of a prison deck style, where they try to shut out the opponent and they have a combo finish. So what splashing white gives over the mono red version is that you speed it up a little bit because you have Enlightened Tutors, and also it's very strong against some combo decks because then you can run stuff like Aethersworn Canonist or Thalia, maybe. I don't know if they run that.
Yeah.
It seems good because a lot of their spells are creatures.
Yeah.
But those
But
decks,
I think you just rather run Aethersworn Canonist though.
Yeah.
Like.
But it's not as good as against Show and Tell. Maybe a couple of Caracas in the board or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but the painter decks, the mono red painter decks, they're trying to really slam a Blood Moon on turn 1.
Yeah. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of any deck that puts a Blood Moon.
Or
turn
Magus
1.
of the Moon.
Any Blood Moon effect on turn 1.
They actually run 8, right? They run 8 Blood Moon effects.
A lot of times it's only 7. Some lists go
only
up to 8.
7.
Yeah, only 7. Actually, sometimes I see 6, but I think most of the time I see 4 Blood Moon, 3 Magus.
So my opinion is that those decks are much better against the very greedy mid-range decks that are running a lot of dual lands and are very slow. This blue-red list is much better against fast combo because you run counter magic, and it is faster in and of itself. Because you run a lot of tutors, you run welder plus intuition, which is awesome.
Yeah, you're not relying on you just kind of like dumbly drawing in.
I might go up to 4 intuition and cut one of the other 2 cards, probably thirst for knowledge.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
intuition.
intuition sounds great. I mean, like the only thing there though is like if you cast an intuition result and they have an answer, then what are you really intuitioning for at that point? I guess you get an intuition for Goblin Welder and then try to fish some stuff out of the yard.
Well, at the worst case, intuition is like a demonic tutor. It gets one of your 3 ofs and it puts it in your hand. At best, if you have a welder in play, then it's like a double demonic tutor.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Yeah. And so you were saying that you do think maybe going up to 3 tops?
Yeah, maybe 3 tops. Tops are awesome. I want to see them all game. There's another player here that runs a more control-heavy list that runs counterbalance.
Chuck's list?
Yeah. Did you guys talk about that?
No, we haven't talked about it, but we've seen him on camera a few times where he does have the counterbalance there.
I haven't seen
Jared Vetcher's list?
I haven't seen that list.
Well, it's the most recent. It might be Kong. Do you know if he was running 6 blast effects main?
Wait, did he do well in an SCG Open or something?
Probably.
Oh, I haven't seen one.
I haven't seen one recently.
Yeah, that's
especially a Grixis list.
I thought I was being clever by splashing for the Strix.
Yeah. So no, I mean overall, Surgical's really good against the.
This is especially good in the Delver.
Yeah, which a lot of counterbalance based
I definitely
one.
haven't seen that.
So
Chuck's the only one.
Yeah, Chuck's the only person I've ever seen run counterbalance in there, and that's just because
I think he only runs one of each combo piece. It's very
he runs
control heavy.
He's got a couple of different things that go on, but yeah, okay. All right, so we're getting the symbol, so we're gonna bring this back to booth. Jen, if you want to come over here so you can kiss these people. Good night.
All right, thanks for listening.
Jason, you're staying in here for the goodbye.
All right.
Yeah, that's not Jin. Don't be racist. Not all Asians are the same.
Well, he doesn't have like creepy pedo beard.
It's not pedo beard.
Yeah,
it's sexual patchiness.
It's kind of creepy pedo beard. All right, guys. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Remember, follow us on here if you'd like. We'd appreciate it. Also, subscribe to us on YouTube. We really appreciate that. And seriously, everybody watching, we really appreciate it. You're the reasons why we come out, or I come out twice a week to actually do this.
If you're in the Midwest, you should come play.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if you're anywhere close to Chicago or you're in Chicago, we will 100% make you feel at home. Just let us know that you watch the stream. We'll make sure Jin is here if you do come in that night, and he'll give you lots of hugs. Yeah, the meta is constantly changing. Everybody's got large card pools, so it's absolutely great. So yeah, Monday nights at Chicagoland Games Dice Dojo on Bryn Mawr and Broadway. Thursday nights at MTG Card Market, which is more or less Belmont and Racine. So thank you again, guys. Really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you guys on Monday. All right. Goodbye!